in-house counsel, Izzy Trejo, New Mexico Racing Commission Executive Director, David Dominguez, New Mexico Racing Commission Senior Law Clerk. To the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flags of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I like that. Okay, yeah, thank you, Mr. Marcus.
Well, the agenda, I understand there's a change. Go ahead, Richard.
Yes, honorable commissioners, we need a motion to amend the agenda specifically regarding item 4 and 5. The correction is the Rodolfo G. Valles race review. That race occurred on June 27th. And the Omar Vargas race review, that race occurred on June 26th. So the two dates were transposed. And so we respectfully need a motion to amend that agenda. I will also advise that Mr. Marcus requested that the Omar Vargas matter be presented first. So if we could get a motion to amend the agenda to reflect the date change as well as the order of the hearings.
Mr. Buffington, I will make the motion on the date changes and the order of the hearings.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, David.
Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington.
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
Number 4, race review appeal. Rodolfo Valles regarding race 15 conducted June the 26th, 2026 at Rio Dosa Downs meet at the Downs of Albuquerque.
Okay. And just to correct, Honorable Chairman, is this will be the matter of the Omar Vargas race review. Yeah, and that is tab 5 in your books, gentlemen. Again, we're taking the Omar Vargas one first, and then the Mr.
Yeah, we changed it, but here it said Rodolfo Valles, race 15.
Yeah, we apologize.
Screwed it up.
Well, we just learned that Mr. Marcus wanted them reversed, so we apologize for that. So, okay, all right.
The dates were incorrect.
Okay.
So the Omar Vargas was June 26th. That race was June 26th. The Rudy Baez, that race was June 27th.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, honorable commissioners, gentlemen, guests, ladies and gentlemen, today is July 3rd and the time is 10 o'clock. My name is Richard Bustamante and I'm the in-house counsel for the State of New Mexico Racing Commission, and I will be overseeing this race review proceeding.
July the 2nd, not the 3rd.
July. That's right, I apologize. Boy, this week has been something else. July 2nd. Thank you, Chairman. We will now begin in the matter of the race appeal of licensee Omar Vargas regarding race number 15, which was run at the Rio Dosa Downs race meet conducted at the Downs of Albuquerque, and the race was conducted on June 26th, 2026. The race review is pursuant to Commission Rule 15.2.5.14E, and sitting today in review of this race review are the New Mexico Racing Commissioners, Chairman Billy Smith, Vice Chairman John Buffington, and Commissioner Bob Petrie. Good morning, gentlemen. Pursuant to 15.2.514E1, notice of the time, date, and place of this hearing was sent to the appellants as well as the owner and trainers of who had horses in the race, given that their placement of their horses may be affected by the outcome of the appeal. The affected parties shall be given a brief opportunity to state their positions to the committee if they so choose. Basically, the question before the commission is whether to uphold the steward's finish of the race or basically to change that finish. The commission will review the official recording of the race at issue. Hear first from the appellant. That would be Omar Vargas, who is represented here today by attorney Daniel Marcus. The commission will hear from their witnesses, if any, and thereafter the New Mexico Racing Commission stewards who oversaw the race will present their case and any witnesses of any. The commission shall have the right to question the witnesses. At the close of all of the proceedings, the commission will go into deliberations and then come out and announce their decisions. I will note for the record that A maximum of 1.5 hours is slotted for each race review. So everybody please be efficient with their presentations and watch the time. And Mr. Dominguez or I will advise you when, for instance, there's a half hour left. Okay, so we will start. Mr. Marcus, are all your witnesses here? Okay,
Yes, sir.
for the record, can you identify them by name?
We've got the appellants, trainer Omar Vargas. We've got the representative for Tungsten Racing, owner Marcelino Gonzalez. We have Francisco Zamora. We have Jose Enriquez, and we have Rick Kleppel.
All right, okay. For all those witnesses that are testifying, if I could have all of you stand, raise your right hand. Oh, and sir, can you announce the interpreter as well, or was that included?
No, that was not. And we have Mr. Alonso Hernandez, who will be acting as interpreter for Jose Enriquez and Francisco Zamora.
Okay, if I could have the interpreter stand. Sir, do you hereby swear and affirm under the penalty of perjury that the interpretation you're going to provide is actual interpretation? All right, thank you. And can I have all the witnesses stand? Gentlemen, do you hereby swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury? And if you can take.
Yes, and yes.
All right, thank you. I will let the witnesses know that when you're testifying, for those that need an interpreter, please make sure and break up your testimony to allow the interpreter to interpret piecemeal rather than the witness saying everything and the interpreter trying to remember. Okay? All right. So with that said, Mr. Marcus, please proceed.
Commissioners, good morning.
Morning.
First of all, on behalf of myself and the appellants, not only Mr. Vargas and Mr. Gonzalez, but Mr. Powers and Mr. Valles, we appreciate you all making the time to consider this appeal given the timing of the races. And so with that, I'm going to present Mr. Valles to you all, who will Mr. Vargas to you all, who will walk you through race 15 from June 26th of 2026. Mr. Vargas, if you want to go ahead and step into this area, we call it the well. So if you hear me use that word, that's the well. And Mr. Dominguez, do we have that race pulled up?
Yes, we do.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Before we get into that, Mr. Vargas, can you please just introduce yourself to the commissioners? What's your name? What city and state do you reside in?
Omar Vargas, I'm from Los Lunas, New Mexico. Licensed through the Mexico Racing Commission.
Okay. And what licenses do you currently hold with New Mexico Racing Commission? And how long have you held those licenses?
The trainer license, about 10 years. For 10 years.
Okay. And have you been licensed in any other racing jurisdictions?
I've been licensed in Oklahoma and California.
Okay. Are you currently licensed there, or those are licenses not active?
Not active right now.
Okay. And what licenses did you hold in those other jurisdictions?
Also trainer licenses.
Can you give the commissioners just a brief rundown of your career as a trainer and owner in the horse racing industry?
I've trained various horses now. Had about 600 and so starts like close to 700. Won various stakes races. Mountain Top Security, La Plata Stakes, Jimmy Creek Stakes, New Mexico Breeder Stakes, New Mexico Classic Championship, those types of races.
Okay. Turning to this race at issue, the race 15 on June 26th of 2026, that was one of the trial races for the Rainbow Futurity race. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And were you the trainer of record for the number 2 horse in that race, GBH Cowboy?
Yes.
Okay. And what colors was that horse wearing that day?
I was wearing the Marcelino stable colors.
Okay.
Blue and white.
Blue and white. Okay. And were you present at the racetrack during the running of that race?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And the jockey that was riding that horse that day, was that Jose Enriquez?
Sir, yes, Jose Luis Enriquez.
Okay. So let's turn then to the race. Mr. Dominguez, if you can pull that up.
And again, just to focus the questioning, the issue is Mr. Vargas, if you can explain to the commission what you feel was done in error by the stewards and on what basis you argue the finish of the race should have been different other than what the stewards reached.
And that's where we're going to turn to. So let's first start off, Mr. Vargas, with the steward synopsis of what they believe occurred in the race and the rationale for their ruling. So after the race, the stewards posted an inquiry concerning horses 2, 3, and 4. After reviewing the replays, incident with number 3 was dismissed. However, the incident concerning the number 2 and number 4 horse resulted in the disqualification of the number 2 horse from 1st to 4th place. And this is the reason: for drifting out into the path of number 4, causing number 4 to check, alter course, lose momentum, and a better placing. Number 4 was in 3rd place when the incident occurred and lost his placing due to the actions of the number 2. So do you understand the steward's basis for their ruling?
I do.
Okay, so let's go through that. So first of all, we already understand that stewards made a ruling. Prior to the stewards making a ruling on their inquiry, was there an objection from any of the other participants in the race?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Okay, so no other jockey, trainer, or owner lodged an objection. Okay, prior to the stewards issuing their ruling, were you contacted
I was not contacted.
to offer your opinion on what happened in the race?
No, sir.
You did not speak with the stewards.
No, sir.
Prior to the stewards issuing the ruling, are you aware whether they contacted or spoke with the jockey, Jose Enriquez?
They didn't speak with anybody,
Okay,
any of the jockeys.
okay. So let's then turn to the race. Mr. Dominguez, if you can start the race, please. And what view do we have here?
Yeah, good start.
Do you have the head-on view as well available?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay,
And so I believe it'll be in the actual, this whole clip.
can we queue up to the head-on? Please.
Let me know.
He's a 2 horse, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna start.
Go back about 10 seconds. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Fine.
Yeah, go ahead. So let's just run through the race one time first. Can we go back to the beginning of the race, Mr. Dominguez?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, the incident is supposed to have occurred between the number 2 horse and the number 4 horse, right?
Correct.
Okay, and the number 4 horse is in the yellow and white colors, correct? Okay. When the number 4 horse comes out, first of all, what can you tell us about the number 4 horse in terms of its experience?
In reading the program, he was a first-time starter, so we knew that it was his first official out.
Okay,
So
can you play Mr. Dominguez? Pause. Okay. Now I know that the clarity isn't very clear here, okay? But with respect to the number 4 horse and its break and its posture, the positioning of its ears, what can you tell the commissioner?
observing the 4 horse, it looks like he kind of breaks with his head in the area. And has his ears pointed. Observing the rider, it looks like he's kind of got a hold of him. So
Okay,
that's right.
would you say that the horse looks to appear a little bit timid with respect to the other field of horses?
Well, usually, yeah, he looks like he's a little shy, you know, but
Now, you said that the head was not pointed forward, okay, and that the ears were pointed up. Tell me why that's significant. What do those things tell you?
I mean, then horses that, don't have much experience, they sometimes run a little what's called green, so they'll kind of come up with their head in the air. Versus if you see our horse, he's already got his nose down and he's full stride.
Head forward. So the number 2 horse, head is down, ears are back because that horse is running the race. Its head is directed towards down the racetrack. Its ears are pulled back because it's going fast. While as the number 4 horse has a completely different posture. So the head is up, so it's kind of a little bit pensive about running. The ears are up, they're not back because it's not, hauling down the racetrack. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Can you continue, please? Pause. Okay. Right here, what can you tell us about the number 4 horse, the jockey, and how it's controlling the horse right now?
Right now, the jockey of the 4 horse, he's whipped to the left hand whip. He's trying to keep him from lugging him.
Okay.
Or out.
Okay. Fine. Okay, pause. What did you observe there, Mr. Vice?
So I observed the jockey of the 4 switch stick to the right.
Okay, so whip goes from the left side to the right side. What does that do to the direction of travel for the horse?
Well, usually, I don't change the direction of the horse. If it's going out and it's headed on the right, I don't kind of shift direction to the opposite.
And come in?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Ramirez. Pause. And is that what occurred here?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so tell the commissioners with respect to the lane of travel for the number 4 horse, when did it go behind the number 2 horse?
So basically, when he hits it on the left first, then the horse veers out. And then when you switch the stick to the right, the horse comes back down, or back down towards the right.
Behind the number 2 horse?
Behind our horse, yeah.
Okay. And you heard part of the Steward synopsis that, in their opinion, it was the number 2 horse that caused the number 4 horse to check, right? Okay. Is that what you see here, or do you see something different?
I see something different.
Okay, tell us what you see.
See the 2 horse and our jockey trying to maintain his path the best he can. If you watch the 2 horse, our jockey's hitting on the right side, trying to prevent the horse from going into anybody else's path. And he's also stops whipping, and you see him grab a hold of the horse to try to keep him straight as possible. And the 4 horse, I saw, well, the opposite. When he hits him, he loses path, loses control of his horse.
Okay. In your opinion, who caused the 4 horse to go in and then that check that we see?
The jockey of the 4.
Not the number 2.
Not the number.
Okay. Is the number 2 clear the whole way of the race?
He's clear. The whole path, or the whole, the 4 is clear.
Excuse me, David, could you go back just a couple slides from that? Yeah, right there. Big.
Buffers a little bit. So 1 second. I don't know why it's not opening right now, but maybe like.
The reason I asked on that, where shut off there, the 4 was taking up then, but clearly the 2 was daylight ahead at that point. And so I wanted to see back a little bit further. when the jockey of the Ford first took up, where were they?
David, we can get it pulled up on my laptop on RTN. if it's-
Okay, let me just find.
He needs to figure it out anyway, because we got a long day here. We won't be coming up with that laptop.
Let me go back to it. And we'll get there. So, apologies for that delay there. Just gotta share the screen. Commissioner Buffington, or would you like me
I
to
want to see when the jockey of the Ford first takes up.
first things up? Okay.
When he starts pulling on the reins.
Yeah.
You're just,
What? Did it two horse get up in the gate there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Get ready to stop it. There.
Okay, that's what I needed to see. Thank you. Yeah.
to go back there? Or-
No, I'm good. I saw that last one was, what I wanted to see was first took up.
So with respect to, Chairman, it was Chairman Smith's question, right? With respect to the spacing of the horses, what can you tell us about that?
Well, watching the race, there's daylight between both horses. I think there's more than a length in between them, and like a length and a half the horse has on the four horse, so he's got clear space. It seemed like there's one that looked in or looked down towards the rail there, you know, on the width of the rider before.
Okay, Mr. Vargas, thank you. Appreciate it. You can take your seat. Unless there's any other questions from the commissioners. Go ahead, take your seat. This time the balance will call jockey Jose Enriquez.
He was the rider of the two horse?
Yes, sir. Mr. Enriquez, can you please introduce yourself to the commissioners, let them know your full name, the city and state you reside?
My name is Jose Luis Enriquez. I live in El Paso, Texas.
And what type of license does he currently hold?
¿Qué licencia tienes ahorita?
14 años tengo la licencia.
¿Pero qué licencia?
Ah,
¿Qué?
Jackie.
Jockey.
I'm Jackie.
Jockey and 14 years.
In what state does he have a license?
¿Qué estados tienen la licencia de jockey?
Louisiana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Colorado.
Are those all active right now?
Todas están activas.
Un par.
Dice most of them.
Okay. How long has he been riding in Mexico?
¿Cuánto tienes montando en México?
12 años.
12 years.
Approximately how many races has he started?
Aproximadamente cuántas carreras has montado en tu carrera?
Más de 1000.
Over 1,000.
Any significant races that he has participated in?
Carreras significantes que has participado.
Sí, All American ha ganado el West Texas, Four Corners Futurity, West Texas Futurity.
He's qualified to several and won several finals.
All American.
All-American Fraternity, Four Corners, West Texas.
La Fiesta Futurity.
La Fiesta Fraternity.
Were you the jockey on the number 2 horse for this race?
Tú eras el-
Sí.
Yes, he was.
Can you tell us, before we review the video, your opinion of what occurred in the race?
Antes de ver la carrera, ¿puedes darnos tu opinión de qué pasó en la carrera?
Bueno, yo vengo limpio. De mi codo para atrás, mi caballo viene clear. De mi codo para atrás yo no veo. Nunca me gritan de atrás. ¿Verdad?
He says when he's riding from the aspect of he can see he's clear from his elbow back, that his peripherals he can see he's clear, and nobody behind him yelled.
Are those things that he normally looks for as he's riding to make sure that he's clear?
Son cosas que normalmente buscas para ver que estás claro si estás mirando.
Sí.
Yes, that's usually what he looks for.
Okay, let's go ahead and look at the race, please.
Yes.
Okay, from the break, Mr. Dominguez.
Second bit buffers, so.
While you're getting that set up, I'll continue with my question.
Thank you.
Mr. Enriquez, you heard the reason for the steward's ruling that I read earlier.
Tú escuchaste la razón de los stewards, la decisión que ellos tuvieron al principio de la corte. He didn't hear exactly what it was.
Okay,
He-
I'll repeat it and you translate it.
Yes.
The stewards posted an inquiry concerning 2, 3, and 4.
Los stewards pusieron un query de los países 2, 3 y 4 años de carrera.
After reviewing the replays, number 3 was dismissed.
Después de revisar el replay, el número 3 lo sacaron en cuenta.
The incident concerning number 2 and 4 resulted in disqualification.
El accidente que pasó entre el 2 y el 4 causó una descalificación del 2.
It was coming out.
From first place to fourth place.
De primer lugar a cuarto lugar.
The reason,
La razón
drifting out into the path of the number 4,
por tirarte para afuera enfrente del número 4.
Yeah,
causing the number 4 to check,
stop. See where you first took up.
altering the course,
Side of the 2.
losing momentum,
No,
and a better placing.
Finished in 6 or 7.
Number 4 was in third place when the incident occurred
estaba en el tercer lugar,
and lost his place due to the actions of the number 2.
perdió su lugar por la causa de.
First of all, do you agree that that's what occurred in this race?
¿Tú estás de acuerdo que lo que pasó en esta carrera? Dicen ellos.
No, yo me miro clear.
No, he says he feels like he was clear.
Prior to the stewards issuing the ruling, did they call you from the steward's office at the track to get your opinion?
Antes de que hicieron la decisión, te hablaron a ti. No, I never called.
To your knowledge, prior to them issuing the ruling, did they call down to and speak with Mr. Zamora?
A lo que tú sabes, antes de que hicieron su decisión, hablaron los jueces con Francisco Zamora.
Is that something that in other jurisdictions, in your experience, is common?
Es algo que en otros traques es común.
Si llaman a ver, nosotros.
He said, yes, it is common.
So let's take a look at the race. You keep going through the finish, Mr. Dominguez, please. Okay. Okay, Mr. Enriquez, being a rider of racehorses, what can you tell me about the number 4 horse in terms of what you observed as far as its experience in riding in that race?
Tú como yo, ¿qué nos puedes decir del caballo número 4 en esta carrera?
Que no trae tanta experiencia el caballo y que le cambia el whip y el caballo va buscando para los lados.
He says that the horse is inexperienced, that every time he switches the whip, he's slugging in and out. Okay, weaving.
Did you see this video at the end of the portion of the video where we just played, where the number 4 horse after the race is veering in to get away from the other horses?
Que si viste en el paradero donde el número 4 se tira para adentro asustándose de los demás. Yes.
Does that tell you that the number 4 horse didn't want to be around the other horses?
Eso te puede decir que el número 4 Yeah.
In your experience, is that because, some horses that are first time starters in a race like this, they can be green?
En tu experiencia, un caballo que no ha corrido, que no ha empezado una carrera oficial, eso significa que está verde.
Es más de
Yes.
It's very,
Very, very, very good.
okay, okay.
In its experience.
In the steward's ruling that the number 2 horse drifted out into the path of the number 4, did you see that?
Tú viste que el número 4 se cruza frente. Digo, el número 2.
No, yo nunca lo vi en mi juego para atrás y nunca me gritó el jinete del 4.
He says he doesn't, when he was riding, he never seen the horse up to his peripherals, or he never heard him yell that he was going to quit this.
Is that something that normally, if that's going to happen, contact or interference getting in another lane, that he could see on his peripherals?
Es algo normalmente que cuando vas a topar con alguien tú puedes ver.
Si yo a mi lado,
He said that if they're right next to his horse, yes, that they're in his quarters.
Okay. In his opinion, did the number 4 horse drift in behind the number 2 horse?
¿Tú piensas en tu opinión que el número 4 se metió atrás de ti?
sí, él viene siguiéndome.
He says he feels like he was kind of following him.
Okay. And is that when the check occurred?
¿Tú piensas que es cuando jala?
Sí,
Yes.
sí, pues yo pienso que el caballo era green, era verde.
He says he feels like it was because the horse is green.
So it was a combination of issues.
Yes.
The horse's experience and
Era una combinación de problemas
Del caballo.
del caballo de la experiencia.
Sí.
Yes.
in the way it was ridden.
Y la forma que está montado. Yes.
Okay. Mr. Enriquez, those are all the questions I have for you. However, the commissioners may have some questions for you.
Honorable Commissioners, first, any questions for Mr. Vargas?
Okay.
Honorable Commissioners, any questions for this witness here, Mr. Enriquez? Any questions for Mr. Enriquez? Okay, all right. Just to let you know, we have 45 minutes left, and remember, we need to leave time for the stewards.
Yep.
So please proceed, sir.
At this time, the appellants call Mr. Francisco Zamora. Okay. Mr. Zamora, please start by introducing yourself to commissioners, stating your name and your city and state of residence.
Empieza con decir tu nombre y tu residencia de estado y ciudad.
My name is Francisco Ramírez Zamora y vivo en El Paso, Texas.
I'm Francisco Aramis Zamora and I live in El Paso, Texas.
Okay. And are you currently licensed by the New Mexico Racing Commission?
¿Tiene licencia con el Estado de México?
What licenses does he hold?
¿Qué licencia tienes?
Aquí.
Jockey.
And how long has he held that license?
¿Cuánto tienes con la licencia?
Tengo desde
February?
February of 2026?
Yes.
Okay. And has he been licensed in any other jurisdictions, any other states?
¿Has tenido licencias en otros estados?
Sí.
Yes.
What states?
¿Cuáles estados?
Arizona.
Arizona.
And when was he licensed in Arizona?
¿Cuándo te dieron la licencia en Arizona? Same time.
February of 2026?
Yes.
And what type of license did he have in Arizona?
Licencia.
Jockey's apprentice? And How many races has he started in his career?
¿Cuántas carreras tienes en tu carrera ahorita?
Casi, yeah.
Around 200.
Okay, is that since February of this year?
Desde febrero de este año. Yes.
Okay, in both Arizona and New Mexico?
En Arizona y Nuevo México. Sí. Yes.
Okay. Was this one of the bigger races that he's participated in?
Esta es una de las carreras más grandes que has participado.
Se puede decir.
He says this is one of them. Yes.
Okay. And as a jockey, has he ever had to make an objection in a race?
Como yo que has tenido que hablar objeción a otro caballo en una carrera.
Okay, so has he ever been in a race where his trainer or owner has raised an objection?
Has estado en una carrera donde el dueño o entrenador de tu caballo pide objeción de otro caballo, el que vas montando que pidan ellos. No.
No? Okay. He understands that as a jockey, if he feels that he's been interfered with during a race, that he's got a right to make an objection.
Tú como yo que sientes que sabes que si alguien te causa problemas, puedes hablar y pedir una objeción a otro caballo, o sea, que tú puedes hacer claim de la objeción.
He doesn't understand that he can make an objection?
Que si no entiendes que tú puedes decir que este caballo me estorbó.
Oh, sí, sí.
Okay.
Yes.
So he understands that he can make an objection.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and ask.
Que si puedes, tú entiendes que sí puedes hacer una objeción. Yes.
Okay. And in this race, he did not make an objection.
En esta carrera tú no llamaste su objeción al
And his trainer did not make an objection?
tu entrenador hizo, el John Steinberg hizo objeción al otro caballo.
No sé.
He says he doesn't know that, as far as sure.
And his owner didn't make an objection?
El dueño, tú no sabes si el dueño.
Okay. If he felt that he had been interfered with or bothered in this race, he would have made an objection.
Que si tú sientes que te hubiera molestado, tú si hubieras pedido objeción con los jueces.
Pues si me fuera molestado, sí.
If you would have bothered him, yes.
And the reason he's here to testify today is because he does not believe his horse was interfered with.
La razón que vienes hoy porque te les salvó el dos. Yes.
So he's heard the reason behind the Steward ruling that we talked about today.
Que si has escuchado la razón de los jueces de por qué descalificar. No, yeah.
The ruling that we talked about
Que le leía venir.
for the disqualification of number two.
Translate.
Okay, we're gonna go over it, okay?
Te voy a repetir la razón de por qué descalificaron.
The stewards posted an inquiry concerning numbers 2, 3, and 4.
Los stewards pusieron un inquiry haciendo el caballo 2, 3 y 4.
After reviewing the replays, the incident with the number 3 was dismissed.
Después de revisar el replay, vieron que el número 3 no tenía nada que ver. Sacaron el 3 de la cuenta.
The incident concerning the number 2 and 4 resulted in the disqualification of the number 2.
El accidente volviendo el 2 y el 4
From first place to fourth
del
place.
primer lugar a cuarto.
The reason
La razón
for drifting out into the path of the number 4,
por tirarse enfrente del camino del número 4,
causing the number 4 to check,
causando el número 4 a detener su caballo,
altering course,
alterando curso,
losing momentum,
perdiendo momento.
and a better placing.
Y
Number 4 was in third place when the incident occurred,
pasó el accidente
and lost his place due to the actions of 2.
y perdió su lugar.
First of all, do you agree with that ruling?
¿Tú estás de acuerdo con los jueces del ruling que hicieron?
No, pues es que no me escapó.
He says not, he feels like he didn't bother him.
He feels like the number 2 horse did not bother him or his horse.
¿Tú piensas que el número 2 no te molestó a ti?
No, iba muy sin caso de distancia y el mío donde lo agarró. Yeah.
He said he had his distance, but where he would pull on him, he would lift his head.
Does he believe he's heard, that might be part part of the horse's inexperience?
¿Piensas que es por la inexperiencia del caballo?
Sí, está muy verde.
He said the horse was very green.
Iba asustado.
Yes, he was really scared.
And at any point in time, does he believe that the number 2 horse cost him a place in the race?
¿Tú piensas que el número 2 te causó una posición en esa carrera? No.
Prior to the stewards issuing a ruling, did they speak with you?
Antes de que descalificaran el caballo, te hablaron en el teléfono los jueces.
Thank you, Mr. Zamora. Those are all the questions I have for you.
Gracias, son todas las preguntas que
There may be some questions from the commissioners.
Honorable Commissioners, any questions for Jockey Francisco Zamora?
Yeah, did you have, after the race, did you have a race review with the steward's office?
Que si después de esta carrera te llamaron para revisar esta. No,
You didn't go over the race film or anything?
te hablaron para las películas de eso.
Okay.
Why did you check your horse then?
Dice que por qué le levantaste tu caballo. Venía queriéndose asustar cuando se cierra ronda, como que se asusta. He said that when he felt his horse felt the pressure from the outside horses, that he started panicking, felt like he was stopping himself. Like she was scared.
Who was panicking, him or the horse?
Horse.
You went out?
The horse. Que si te estabas paniqueando tú el caballo.
Well, you're standing up on it, right?
Es que caballo es muy sensible y luego asustándose, venía verdeando. Apenas lo agarré y. He said the horse the whole way he's throwing his yips, he's very green. So when he barely put pressure on his mouth, to grab him, he lifts his head up.
Honorable Stewards, any questions for either Francisco Zamora, Mr. Enriquez, or Mr. Vargas?
Start with Mr. Enriquez. Can we see a
Yes.
different chart?
Yeah, David, if you could replay the race, please.
Puedes sentar.
We did have film review with Mr. Enriquez. We did not have it with Mr. Zamora. Mr. Enriquez, come in. Watch the film. That incident, we asked Mr. Enriquez what hole he was in if you go to the head on. And his answer was in the 4 hole. So
Dije que venía limpio.
He says he never said that he was in the 4 hole. He just said that he was clear.
back it up a little, David. Pause it. Yeah. Ask him what hole he's in.
Dice que qué carril viene esa época.
A lo mejor en el 3 y el 4 no.
He believes in the 3 hole.
That's all the questions I have for him.
All right, thank you. Stewards, any questions for Mr. Vargas or Mr. Zamora?
So,
Okay. Thank you, stewards.
I do have a follow-up for Mr. Enriquez based off Stewart's question. Mr. Enriquez? Was the number 2 horse in the clear and ahead throughout the entire race?
El número 4, digo, el número 2 estaba frente y claro toda la carrera.
Sí.
Yes.
And so you never interfered with any other horse?
Nunca causó interferencia con otro caballo, no.
Thank you.
I have a follow-up.
Stewart, please proceed.
Okay, can you go back to the pan shop, please?
Yeah, just to let everybody know, we've got some buffering issues, which is my understanding, it's basically based on the strength of the internet signal as compared to any human caused error by anybody in this room. Thank you, David.
I'd like to see a side view when you get time.
Need to see the quad, and we also need to see after these 2 races. I didn't know he was presenting at this point in time, so, but I can ask for a different shot.
Yeah, of course.
A stronger signal this sure.
It's unfortunate.
You see, we need to get a stronger signal in here
Or
for this
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. That's Wi-Fi causing all that.
They need a
We'll have to
CD.
talk to the gaming control board.
Huh?
We'll need to talk to the gaming control board. They got the Wi-Fi in here.
I wonder if those boxes that we have would do that. You know, those,
You bring it, maybe bring our own in.
Deposit when I ask. Yes. Here. So one more slide, please. You call that clear?
Sí, dice, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yo de mi codo para atrás yo no puedo ver en la carrera.
It says you can't see behind them directly. He understands.
But the 2 holes, the 2 hole, and the 4 holes, 4 hole, right?
No pienso que venga entonces. No pienso que venga el pato.
He doesn't believe he's in the 4.
Can you run it on through and let us see the ground shot, please?
Is that later towards the end of the?
Yeah, it's at the end of this,
Thank you.
all the way to the end. Whoa, back it up, go slow. There, yeah, just go turn it, go slow.
No,
Right there, stop it right there. Okay, you think that's clear, sir?
Eso es claro. Se borroso, yo pienso que
He said it's very blurry, but he can still believe it's better.
Go ahead a little bit further. All right, I have nothing else. Guys have anything?
Stewards, any other questions for either, for any of the witnesses?
I have a question, for Mr. Barnes.
All right, sir.
Stated earlier on that, in your opinion, when you hit a horse to the right, it's to get the horse to go down. Correct. Okay. So it maintain the path. Correct. So my question is to you, it appears that Mr. Enriquez was hitting right-handed all the time. The horse is coming out into the forepath. So why? How does?
He's just trying to do his best. Playing on the horse. You know, you gotta realize there's 1,200 pound animals, you know. He's just doing the best he can with the horse. In my opinion, if you watch it, you watch the video, he hits and then he grabs control of the horse, he drives him, tries and controls him to the best of his ability. That's what I saw.
Okay, when I was playing the tape, was your horse in the two hole? Did he maintain his lane all the way down?
And when I saw.
Yes or no?
He went out a little bit, but he was always clear of any horse, didn't make contact or, you know, of any horse. That's just how I saw it.
Okay. Thank you.
I do have some follow-up questions based off that. Mr. Vargas, first of all, we'll piggyback on that last question. Okay, and this whole concept of maintaining the lane. First of all, you hit on a little bit. You got a 1,200 pound animal, right?
Yes, sir.
You've got a jockey that's about 130 pounds, right?
Correct.
And that animal is moving 40, 45 miles an hour?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you ever experienced a race where all 10 horses ran straight down their lane for the entire lane?
Very rarely.
Doesn't happen, right? Okay. The rule is not maintain the lane. The rule is maintain your lane, don't interfere with other horses, right?
Yes, sir.
Was your number 2 horse clear?
He was clear.
Okay. So even if in the steward's opinion that there was drift, okay, did that drift interfere with any other horse?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Is that belief based off of your review of the video?
Yes,
Is that belief based off of the testimony of the number 4 horse's rider?
correct.
Is that belief based off of the testimony of the number 2 horse's rider?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so you can clearly see that the number 4 horse drifts behind the number 2 horse, right?
Yes.
So the number 4 horse drifts into the hole or where the number 2 horse is riding, correct?
Yes, sir.
It didn't have to, correct?
I didn't have to.
Okay. And nothing about the number 4 horse drifting that way was caused by the number 2 horse, correct?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Commissioners or stewards, any follow-up questions for Mr. Vargas based on that recent testimony?
No.
Okay. I will let everybody know we are 50 minutes into this. Mr. Marcus, if you could start wrapping up your testimony to allow the stewards their presentation time.
We don't have any further witnesses to call at this time.
All right, thank you. Honorable stewards, please present your case.
Come up here. As that synopsis states pretty clearly, I think that's exactly what happened in this case. If Mr. Enriquez would have been down in the 2 hole, nothing would have happened. I don't agree with what they're saying about the 4 running all over the track. He ran a pretty straight race in our opinion. If Mr. Enriquez would have been down in the 2 hole, I don't think we'd be here today. But he drifted out into the 4 path and he did cause that horse to have to take up in order to keep from clipping heels. I don't really think we need to.
Let's get it from another steward's point of view.
Sure.
And I know, Chairman, you were wanting to watch another angle of it, correct, as well?
I want to watch
You have the quad there?
The quad I do have, yes.
Okay. Yeah, why don't we have Mr. Dominguez pull up the quad? And Steward Frazier or Steward Waxer, if you could present your view of the race as requested by Chairman Smith.
Yes, I will. We get the footage up, the race replay, quad will work.
And Steward Frazier, obviously, you can tell him to stop at any time during the video.
And stuff. Right after the start, a couple strikes, and the two is already angled out, drifting out into the track and in front of the three. We believe it was clear enough to pass in front of the three. So that's why that case was dismissed. If you keep playing, please. And it's one more strike, please. And pause right there. So there's been a statement that there's daylight between horses, but if you look at their hoofs, their feet, they're directly on top of each other. That is why the four jockey is standing up, checking, pulling on the reins to slow down. Because he risks getting in jeopardy, clipping heels, which will almost always result in the horse behind going straight down, horse getting injured, rider getting injured. So we believe that was the interference. And if you go back a stride, couple strides,
For the back.
right there, go one more stride forward. And at this instance in the race, the 4 is in front of the 7 horse, in third place. And when the 2 drifts out in front of him, he had to check, which cost him a better placing of third because he got 4th place.
And just to let folks know is when David needs to refresh things, he needs to get out of it, then get back in, and then allow screen sharing. So there's a few steps, unfortunately, that need to be taken every time.
And pause right there. And as I stated, the 4 is in third place in the race at this moment in time. Play. Pause. There, the rider of the 4 is checking, pulling on the reins to prevent an accident from happening. That could happen. Slowing down his momentum. Play. Which costs him a better place in this race. And is the ground shot in this segment of footage?
If it's not in the quad, it's in another one that I can
Okay.
pull up.
So
So
you can
yeah.
pull that up.
Go back to the very beginning, before the race started, it looks like a bunch of jockeys were bailing off their horses. Did the 4 jump off of his horse behind the gate before the race started? I want to see what happened back there.
Okay.
Does it look like every horse on the inside was jumping off their horses? Was there anything that went along,
Steward Frazier?
Did anything happen before the race in the gates?
Oh, we've seen the footage of the two rearing out, the rider jumping off, then getting back on.
The two or the four?
The two.
Looks like a four. I want to see it.
There's
Who is it?
It was the 2 and the 5.
That was the 5.
The 5 and the what?
2. Both the ground footage.
is that good, Chairman Smith? If I'm wrong, is this the one or is this?
You have to let it go through the,
All the way at the end.
It's the clip at the very end, a shot on the ground.
Let's go. Look back on that original
I
one.
think it was on.
Thank you, thank you.
Steward Street,
Yes, thank you.
race 15.
And we thank everybody for their patience as David performs the necessary steps in order to get to the right video. While also monitoring the room. So a lot of multitasking going on here.
Mention at the
Yeah,
end.
it should be. in
Yeah.
there.
Thank you. If it's after this, I'll let it play through right here. Thank you.
So get ready, some thoughts, sorry. If you want to go back to the center of that. Thoughts. If you take a look at the number 4 horse's head, it's pointed out towards the outside rail. If that 4 was drifting in, that horse's head would be pointing towards the left or inward towards the inside rail of the track. So we believe the number 2 drifted out in front of the 4, costing the better place in that race. And just going right.
Videos. Do you have anything? Okay. You do?
Yeah, but not in this shot.
Okay.
I would like to add just one aspect of my view. And if you go back to the head-on shot, just begin this. Okay.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the 4 hole here. The 2 is already. 2 is already the 3 hole there, and right here he's gonna go into the 4 and continue. He's in the 4 hole and even going further out there. And I think
right when he got in front of the four, that was enough to sway my opinion that he affected the force to cause him to check and alter his course.
Honorable stewards, any further testimony regarding your view and evaluation of the race?
Was Mr. Marquez gonna do his closing and then I will?
You know, at this point, let me, honorable commissioners, any questions for either presiding steward Smith, steward Frazier, or steward Wexler?
Yeah, I don't. After you heard Jockey Zamora's testimony that the number 2 didn't interfere with him, what was your opinion of that?
I disagree.
When you did the film review, did you, you said you obviously talked to, the jockey of 2, but not the jockey of 4.
We don't have the capabilities of talking to the jockeys after the races.
No, I'm talking about when you did the film review,
Oh, the next day? No, we didn't call him in.
but
He was the victim.
but he didn't think he was a victim.
Well, I'm just hearing that.
I'm just saying that, and why don't we have the capability to talk to them after the race?
You have to ask Albuquerque Downs because
Okay,
we have.
well,
no
I will ask that.
Yeah,
That's normal.
it is normal procedure, but
I mean, you
it's,
see it when you,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's bad that we don't have a chance to talk to them. But at Ruidoso, for the last 2 or 3 years, been the same thing. And here in Albuquerque, they have no communication for us to get a hold of the jockeys.
Sun Park, do they? The rest of them, do they have capability of talking to them?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
Well, that needs to change.
I agree.
Is he?
trying for 3 years.
Well, we're gonna mandate it.
Mandate that.
We'll mandate it.
Great, great, but we just didn't have that capability.
Yeah, okay, well, it's not your,
Not your fault.
that's, yeah, you don't have to defend that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I still go back to when the 4, it looked to me like the 2 definitely drifted out.
Change your.
Then it looked to me like the 4 drifted in. And then the jockey took up.
If you had talked to him,
And can,
yours, would have your opinion changed?
I'm not gonna do what ifs.
What if?
Good move.
I just don't think it's appropriate. I'm not gonna do a what if.
Okay,
I agree.
fair enough.
Thank you.
Honorable stewards, any additional information or presentation regarding your determination of this race?
Well, the only thing I was gonna say is, Mr. Enriquez, I have 2 people here that was in the films with us. There was actually a couple other people in there. I didn't recall who they were at this time. He did admit that he was out in the 4. We asked him, he said number 4. So, I do know that was what he said.
And that was Mr. Enriquez?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
I think the film stands for itself. I do think that the horse was impeded. He did have take up. If you watch the film, the 4 horse ran pretty darn straight down there, unlike the 2 who went out across in front of the 3 and then went out into the path of the 4. So in our opinion, that's what happened.
Okay, all right. Mr. Marcus, do you have any questions for any of the stewards?
Just one brief set. And this question is for all of the stewards. Do any of the stewards speak Spanish?
Limited.
Okay. Did any of the stewards speak Spanish to Mr. Enriquez during the race review?
He had an interpreter.
Who was the interpreter?
Who was in there? Was it, I don't know if it was Chachi or not.
No, I was in the hospital.
Oh, that's right. I don't recall, to be honest with you, but he,
Armando Alamos, he said.
oh, that's right, Armando Alvarez. Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's usually, but it's.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything additional, honorable stewards?
To answer his questions, if we had a phone and we were capable of talking to the riders right after the race, we have several Spanish people, speaking people down there that would be able to interpret for us when they get on the phone. And if Mr. Vargas would have been down there, he could have interpreted for us too. We, so, but we don't have that capability.
Well, Steward Smith, you bring up a good point there that I got a question on. So a jockey or a trainer can make an objection, right?
Yes, they go down there and it comes over the radio.
Go down where?
They go down to where the winner circle is.
Uh-huh.
And then it comes over the radio.
Right, so
Jockeys,
racetrack official, right?
yes, and the jockeys go to the out. They want to claim a foul and they say to the outrider, and then he relays that to us.
So if the jockeys and the trainers have somebody that they can relay an objection to the stewards in the steward's office, why can't the stewards just do that in reverse and say, hey, this official that takes objections, you need to get a hold of these jockeys or these trainers because we got questions for them.
They have no capability of talking to them.
But they can talk to you to
They all
relay the objection?
to a person to call it in over the radio. We're not going to do a discussion of what took place over radio because it goes out all over the racetrack.
Right, but you can call over the radio. You can ask for the jockeys and the trainers to present themselves.
Mr. Marcus, with all due respect, I think that's kind of in the weeds somewhere.
Yeah, it's been a topic of discussion, so I wanted to.
No, but I think we're just burning daylight there.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
At this point, do we have anybody either viewing remotely or in the audience that was involved in this race that has any comment to make about what their view of the race? Anybody here in the room that actually had a stake in this race, trainer, owner, jockey, that wants to comment on what they've seen in the race? Mr. Dominguez, do we have any raised hands?
No, we do not have any raised hands at this time.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Marcus, if you can proceed with a short closing, allowing the stewards a sufficient time to present their closing as well.
Yes. Gentlemen, good morning. I'll take less than 5 minutes here, okay? And I don't think we need to review the race once again. I think it's pretty clear. And what is being completely ignored by the stewards in the ruling is that at the point in time that the stewards come to the determination and the opinion that the 4 horse is interfered with by the number 2 horse, it is because the 4 horse changed directions on the whip to the right-hand side and pushed it south, drifted it south. And Commissioner Petrie, you had a great question that was followed up. It's not a what if, it's not a hypothetical. It's a, if you had this information at the time, would that have changed your opinion? That is a standard common question for anybody that makes a decision. If you knew now, which you didn't know then, okay, would that change? And of course, the answer here is yes, because the jockey that was supposedly interfered with, the quote unquote victim here, is not a victim, does not believe that the horse was interfered with. In fact, told you that the reason that the horse ran that way was, number 1, because the horse was very green, inexperienced. You see that from the get-go. You see that from the posture of the horse, with the horse's head up, ears up, pensive around the other horses. And the way that it was written, very clearly, once that hand lifts from the left-hand side, that whip, to the right-hand side, which wasn't necessary, that's when it drifts over behind the number 2 horse. And that check wasn't caused by any interference, any potential contact. It was caused because the horse was inexperienced, scared from the get-go. You see that at the end of the race, it veers off, wants to get away from all the other horses on the track. It didn't want to be in that race. It was uncomfortable. That's what caused the issues with the horse. And you'll see from the break of that race, when the horse breaks out from the gate, that number 4 horse breaks far to the right and has to be controlled to come back in. Very difficult to control that horse, but at no time was this a problem created by the number 2 horse. And this is a high stakes trial race for the Rainbow Futurity, we need to be making diligent efforts to investigate properly, do a diligent investigation. This idea about no capabilities, about contacting the jockeys or the trainers, look, I just don't buy it. If they can call up and make an objection, you can call down and get them in, especially when what's at stake is not only the racehorsing participants, but the betting public, who everybody is entitled to have the best field of qualified horses in the race. And if the number 2 horse did nothing to warrant a disqualification in such a big race, then we should not deprive the participants and the betting public from that best field of qualified horses. And that's what we have here. So we ask you to overturn the steward's decision and return the finish of the race to its original finish. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Marcus. Honorable stewards, please present your brief closing.
I think the film basically stands for itself. The 2 horse did drift out. He did drift out into the path of the number 4. The number 4, if you watch the race, he's running, he never goes in or out. He's running relatively straight. And if the 2 horse would have run relatively straight, he wouldn't be here today. But he didn't. He kept coming out, out, out. And the 4 horse was in front of the 7 horse at the time of the incident. And we have 2 parts to our ruling. Our ruling is that if the horse is interfered with and the stewards feel that it costs the horse a better placing, then second part of our ruling is to disqualify the horse that caused that issue. In our opinion, the 2 horse did cause the issue. We don't care if it's $1,500 race or $1 million race. We do our job as we see what the films tell us to do. I think that we're all in a unanimous decision here. I just don't think that the 4 horse contributed to this. The 2 horse stays down in his lane, we won't be here today. So that's my conclusion. I ask you to please uphold the steward's decision.
Thank you.
Thank you, presiding Steward Smith. At this point, this concludes the race review presented or filed by Mr. Omar Vargas. Let's take a 10-minute break, and then we will start up on the second race review. And again, that will be limited to 90 minutes as well. So thank you, everybody. And we'll be back here at 11:25, okay?
Recording. Okay, all right, okay. We are back on the record regarding this special New Mexico Race Commission meeting regarding 2 race reviews. A matter of housekeeping, I do apologize. I believe that in the presentation of the Omar Vargas race review, I neglected swearing in our stewards. So honorable stewards, if you could stand, my apologies, Mr. Marcus. Honorable stewards, if you could raise your right hand, do you hereby swear and affirm that the testimony you just provided in the Omar Vargas race review was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Yes. All right, thank you. All right, and thank you for that. And now we are back on the record in the second race review. Today is July 2nd, 2026. The time is 11:31. I'm Richard Bustamante, the attorney for the Racing Commission. I'll be overseeing this race review proceeding. We will now begin in the matter of the race appeal of licensee Rodolfo G. Valles regarding race number 15, which was run at the Ruidoso Downs Race Meet conducted at the Downs of Albuquerque on June 27th, 2026. The race review is being held pursuant to Commission Rule 15.2.5.14E. Sitting in hearing of this race review are Chairman Billy Smith, Vice Chairman John Buffington, and Commissioner Bob Petrie. Thank you, gentlemen, for being available on very little notice. Pursuant to Rule 15.2.5.14E1, notice of the date, time, and place of this hearing was sent to the appellant, Mr. Valles, as well as all the owners and trainers who had horses in this race who may be affected by the placement. Their placement of horses may be affected by the outcome of this appeal. The issue here today before our honorable commissioners is whether to uphold the decision and the finish order of the stewards or to reverse it and create another finish. Mr. Valles here is represented today by Mr. Daniel Marcus. Mr. Marcus, do you have all the witnesses here present?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do any of them, will you be needing a Spanish interpreter for any of them?
No.
All right. Could you please announce the names of your witnesses, please?
We have appellant trainer Rodolfo Valles, appellant owner Lance Powers, jockey Cristian Cardenas, and Mr. Rick Kleppel.
All right. Gentlemen, if all of you could stand up and raise your right hand. You hereby swear and affirm that the testimony you will give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Marcus, please proceed. And again, this will last for a total of 90 minutes. And please proceed, sir.
Thank you. At this time, the appellants will call trainer Rudy Valles. Mr. Valles, if you can please enter that area and call the well there. Mr. Byers, can you please introduce yourself, stating your full name and your city and state of residence to the commissioners?
My name is Rodolfo Valles, and I was born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Mr. Valles, do you mind? I know you said it's Rodolfo. Do you mind, or you go by Rudy sometimes?
Yeah, that's fine, whichever works.
Okay. Mr. Valles, are you licensed by the New Mexico Racing Commission?
Yes.
What licenses do you hold?
Trainer.
And how long have you held that license?
Since 2015, 10 years.
And have you been licensed in any other jurisdictions?
Yes, California, Texas, Arkansas, Kentucky, Oklahoma. I believe that's it.
Okay. And are those licenses currently active, or what licenses do you have active?
No, just New Mexico.
Okay. In your career, approximately how many starts in horse races have you had?
About 500.
You primarily focus on quarter horse or thoroughbred or both?
Both.
And can you just hit the wave tops of some of the significant accomplishments in your career as a racehorse trainer?
I won the Ruidoso Derby and Futurity in 2018, the Mountaintop Futurity in 2019. Ran various derbies and futurity stakes, both thoroughbred and horse.
Thank you. Were you the trainer of record for the number 10 horse, in this case, Bet the Limit?
Yes.
Okay. And were you present at the 15th race on June 27th, 2026 at the Downs at Albuquerque?
Yes, sir.
And was the jockey on that horse Mr. Cardenas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you observe the running of that race?
I did.
Okay, and obviously, you know, we're here because the stewards disqualified the number 10 horse from its first place finish in that race. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and so before we go into reviewing the replay of the race, let me inform you of the basis for the steward's decision, okay? The stewards posted an inquiry concerning number 9 and number 10. Rider of number 9 filed an objection on number 10 for coming in on him throughout the race, forcing him to change lanes. After reviewing the replay, stewards disqualified the number 10 from first to second for drifting in throughout, forcing number 9 out of his lane, causing him to steady, alter course, and a better placing. The number 9 finished full of run when he finally got a clear path. You understand the stewards' reasoning for their ruling?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with it?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's walk through the race. If you can pull it up, Mr. Dominguez. And as Mr. Dominguez is pulling that up and getting it set up, prior to the stewards disqualifying the number 10 horse from its place in this race, were you contacted and did you speak with the stewards? Prior to them issuing this ruling, are you aware whether or not they contacted the jockey, Mr. Cardenas?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know anything of the substance of any conversation they had with the trainer that lodged the objection?
No.
You weren't present for that discussion?
No.
Okay. And you didn't speak with either the trainer or the jockey for the number 9 horse, is that right?
No.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Dominguez, if you can play the race. We'll play it first through, all the way through, and then we'll break it down.
And the number 10 horse, correct, Mr. Marcus?
That's right.
Okay.
You can go back to the beginning, Mr. Dominguez. So the colors for the number 10 horse, to be clear, what were those colors?
White.
Okay. And the number 10 horse, at any point in time, did you see it interfere with the number 9 horse?
No, sir.
What did you observe at the outset of the race? Pause. Thank you. Tell us what you see right there.
Well, to begin with, the number 9 broke very slowly, and ours is breaking very sharply.
Okay. So we can see right here on this view that out of the gate, the 9 was already behind the field. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it was already at a disadvantage from the break out of the gate,
Yes, sir.
correct? And that's due to nobody else's fault, but whatever the rider and the horse were doing in the gate, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we can see the number 10 horse has cleared the gate heavily against the 8 and 9 there at the outset, right?
Mhm.
Okay, if you can continue, Mr. Dominguez. Right there, pause. What happens between the 8 and the 9 horse there?
So the 8 comes out on the 9, and we're about half a length, 3/4 of the length in front of him. And the 8 comes out to the 9 and shows the 9 into us and turns us going in.
So the 8 breaks out outside to the right, correct?
Yes.
Makes contact with the 9 or pushes the 9 to
Into
the
us.
outside to the right, correct? And the 9 makes contact with your horse, right?
Mhm.
Your horse doesn't make contact with the 9. The 9 comes into your horse, correct? Okay, and to the rear side of the horse, right? Okay. What does that cause the number 10 horse to do?
Well, it shifts are going in.
Where can you tell from the position of the horse that that's happened? The number 10 horse.
Well, you can see her angled in as the 8 and 9 are angled out into her hip. Okay.
Okay. So there's interference by those other horses with your horse at the outset of the race.
Mhm.
Okay. And Where the head goes, does the horse go?
Sir,
Okay, go ahead. Press play, please. Pause. Tell us what's going on here.
so the nine's about a length behind us.
Okay, and what colors is the number 9 in?
Black with the turquoise cap.
Okay, go ahead. No, Mr. Dominguez, Mr. Bias.
So now the 6 comes out a little bit as well
And what color is the number 6?
with the blue silks and the black hat. And the 6 is also coming out, and I believe that rider was sitting that horse left-handed.
Okay, so that's the horse that appears like it's in the front of the pack,
Yes.
that number 6
And for the
horse.
6 and the 10. Yeah.
Okay, and so you observed the number 6 horse coming out, correct? Okay, go ahead. Anything to add, Mr. Bias? Okay, go ahead. Pause. Okay, up until now, how far are we down the length of the race at this point in time?
Probably 2/3 done with it.
75 yards? Oh,
Yeah, probably.
okay, 75 yards into the race.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're 2/3 done with it.
Oh, sorry, okay. So 2/3 down, 2/3 into the race. That far into the race, have you seen the 9 check?
No,
Okay, have you seen the 9 quit running?
no.
Okay, so the 9 started late, broke late, right? Behind the pack, is that right? Just yes or no for the race?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay. Made contact, interfered with your horse, correct?
yes, sir.
Started veering in to the left on its own, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
and did not check, did not quit running.
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Dominguez. You can stop right there, Mr. Dominguez. What was the number 9 horse doing going in? Was it trying to find a hole?
Yes.
Okay. And its direction of travel, was that anything that was interfered with or caused by the number 10 horse?
I think the 9 did its own trouble when it broke target. It don't matter, if you break target on a 4-horse race, no matter where you go, you're gonna find trouble. And he's trying to find a way to go. He never checked. He just veers in. And I agree with the synopsis that it finished full of run, but it's trying to find somewhere to go because it causes its own trouble by being behind, breaking target.
Okay. Do you believe that at any point in time, the number 10 caused the number 9 from having a better placing?
No,
Was it gonna place, whatever, anything, was it gonna get first place in this race at any point in time?
no,
Okay, from the outset of the break?
no,
Okay, and so a better placing there's only one better placing other than where it finished, right?
correct,
And that would be first place, right?
correct.
And it was never in that place for the entirety of the race, right?
No, sir,
Because of the slow break.
correct.
Okay. Those are all the questions that I have for Mr. Baez at this time. However, you may have some questions from the commissioners or, okay?
Honorable Commissioners, any questions for Mr. Vias?
Got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So who was running faster at the end of the race, the 9 horse or the 10 horse?
I think they're both finishing good.
That's my question. Which one would you think was finishing better?
The 10. Cross the finish line first.
That 9 made a hell of a run. But I appreciate your answers. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Commissioners, any additional questions for Mr. Vias?
At the start of the race, did the 9 or 8 make contact with the 10?
Yes, sir.
The 8
Push the 9 into the
9 into the 10 and actually made contact with the 10.
and shifted her. You can see where it shifts her direction.
Can we go back, Mr. Dominguez?
Can we put the head on?
If we can we put the head on? Yeah.
It'll be at the end of this video as well, right? Or should be bottom of the.
Yeah, just let it keep running.
Let's see.
Real quick, while I was going to that, did the 9 qualify for the race?
It did not.
The only one out of that would have qualified would have been you.
That's right. Yes, sir.
I qualified. Consolation, you just want to have the fastest time in the consolation,
But not the championship.
but not the championship.
No, okay,
Did that answer your question, sir?
it did.
Okay.
Eighth and the nine hole, and the nines in between the 9 and 10 hole, and they're on top of us.
Can you play that again, Mr. Dominguez, from the beginning, right?
Very beginning?
From the very beginning.
Okay.
Well, on the head.
Yeah.
And while Mr. Dominguez is pulling that up, this brought up a point on maintaining lanes, okay? Yeah, maintaining lanes in a quarter horse race, right? So we're dealing with, you've heard it here before. 1,200-pound animal, right? Okay, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. 130-pound jockey, right?
Yes.
Going 40 or 45 miles an hour. Right?
Yes, sir.
2-year-olds in a quarter horse race.
Yes.
Right? And the rule is not that the horse always has to maintain the lane. It's maintain the lane in such a manner that it does not interfere with, impede, or intimidate another horse, right? So that has to happen.
Yes, sir.
So it's maintain the lane in such a manner that it doesn't do those things, correct?
Correct.
And did your horse do any of those things? Intimidate, interfere, or impede any other horse?
No, sir.
Okay. So go ahead and can you play that, Mr. Ramirez? Pause. Right there. What do you see the 8 horse doing?
Veering into the 9 and the 9 into the 10.
I mean, very clearly, out of the gate, the 8 horse in the green and red cap, correct? Pulls to the right into the 9 horse, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the 9 horse is already bumping into the 10 horse.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Valles, any other issues that you want the commissioners to consider? Okay.
Honorable Commissioners, any additional questions for Mr. Vyas?
Have none?
No. Honorable Stewards, any questions for Mr. Vyas?
This incident that they keep talking about, did that cost you any placing?
No.
Can you let it run down? Can we watch it go down?
Single.
Yeah, go ahead. Pause. Go a little further. Stop. He says that he never saw the 9 horse check. And they're saying that the 6 horse came out. I see the 9 going from the 10 hole down here to the 7 hole. And right there, the jockey on the 9 does have to check. Go forward just a little bit. Okay, because he lost his lane. Why did he lose his lane? Because the 10 horse is in his lane. Kept coming down, forcing him in all the way. 6 horse has nothing to do with this in any way, shape, or form. Now, the 9 horse has to jump the 6 horse's heels because he ran out of his lane. And when he gets down there and gets a place to run, he's flying at the end. So that's why the stewards thought it cost him a better place.
Can I answer? Can I respond to that?
Sure.
So I disagree. I never see the 9, the rider on the 9 check. Does he shift his ground? Sure he does, but he never stands up. He never checks. And the reason he has to veer is because he's behind the 6 and the 10, and he broke tardy, and he's trying to find somewhere to go. But he never checked. He just veered in, but he never stands up or checks his horse.
So if the 10 horse is out in the 10 hole where he belongs, would the 9 had a place to run?
Well, if the 8 or the 9 never hit the 10 and shift their ground, does she ever drift in?
What's the 9?
That's why you got a jockey on that, keep him from doing that.
He did what best he could to keep the horse straight, in my opinion.
Can you back it up to here? 9 had a lane.
What?
Go forward just a little bit. 6 is still in the 6. And is in the 8.
when you reopen it. That's it.
Yeah, for the different.
There, let me know.
Okay. Pause. Okay, right there, my opinion, I see the 9 jockey happened to take up his horse. He has to take up his horse because he lost his space because the 10's in his face. So I have nothing more for Mr. Vias.
Honorable Stewart, any additional questions for Mr. Vias?
You get it right. Yeah.
Pause. What's the rider on number 9? Is up.
Figuring in,
Right,
because this horse is probably getting some run, and there's not enough room to go through that hole.
2. We're done with your.
That's a follow-up question for you, Mr. Bias. Can we go, 5 seconds back? Okay, go ahead. That's fine. We'll cover it with Mr. Powers when he comes on. Mr. Baez, with respect to this contention that the number 10 horse got into the number 9 lane, at that point in time where they were showing you on the video, how many lengths ahead was your horse, was the number 10 horse over the 9?
A length.
Okay, so not interfering with the number 9?
No.
At all?
No.
Okay. Talking about hypotheticals, what ifs, and, Chairman Smith's question to you about at the end of the race and which horse was running faster, I think, was that the question, sir? How much faster would the number 10 horse have run that race if it hadn't have got checked, bumped at the beginning of the race and thrown off course?
Well, I mean, it would definitely have been a little bit faster because she lost some time when she got bumped.
Right, you don't know. You don't know. Your horse could have run that race much faster than it did if it hadn't been bumped off course at the beginning, right?
Yes.
But we don't know because that happened.
Yeah.
Was that due to any fault of your rider?
No.
Those are the questions after your slide.
I have a follow-up, Mr. Rose.
Stewart Smith, please proceed.
The number 9, when he had to check and alter course there, did that cost him time?
Well, I'm sure, but
That's good.
that's it.
No, you can answer. Go ahead. Explain yourself. Yeah.
The number 9 caused his own trouble when he didn't leave the gate sharp. He's a length behind everybody. So it don't matter which way he wanted to go, he was gonna find trouble getting in between horses.
And
It
that was
doesn't matter. That's no fault of ours.
And that was gonna cost him time no matter
Yes,
what.
no matter what. That's his own fault. Yes.
Honorable Commissioners, any additional questions for Mr. Vias based on that set of testimony? Okay. Mr. Marcus, please call your next witness.
This time the appellants call Mr. Powers. And David, can we pull up the quad shot? Do you have that?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that'll give us a better. And, okay. But first of all, Mr. Powers, if you can introduce yourself to the commissioners, state your full name, let them know your city and state of residence.
My name is Lance Powers. I'm from Ardmore, Oklahoma.
And are you currently licensed by the New Mexico Racing Commission?
Yes, sir.
What type of license do you hold?
Owner.
How long have you held that license?
Just got it this year, this meet,
And have you been licensed in any other racing jurisdictions?
Oklahoma,
And what type of licenses do you hold there?
owner,
How long have you held that license?
about 10 years.
Okay. Is that license still current?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long have you been involved with the racehorse industry?
42 years, my whole life.
Okay, born into it.
Born into it.
Yes, sir. Okay. You ever ridden a racehorse?
I sure have.
Okay.
Bunch of them.
So you know how it is.
Not official races, but I rode a bunch of unofficial races and a bunch of babies. Yeah, I rode a bunch.
Okay, so you know the ins and outs of how to control and maintain a horse and any difficulty.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, obviously, we're here because you all are appealing the decision of the stewards to disqualify your horse from its first place finish, correct?
Yes, sir.
And your horse with its first place finish would have qualified with the fourth fastest time for the
Rainbow Fraternity.
The Rainbow Fraternity,
The finals.
correct?
Yes.
Okay, and to answer Chairman Smith's question, the number 9 horse would not qualify for the championship, the Rainbow Fraternity.
No matter what, his outcome is the same.
Okay,
Yes,
so either he gets bumped up to first place or maintains second.
That's correct.
Correct? Okay, so now with respect to the number 10 horse, and you saw and heard Mr. Bias's testimony, do we have that quad view up yet, Mr. Dominguez? Okay. Okay, tell us what's going on there.
Okay, so I want to talk about the bottom, right? This view, which is blurry. And this rider currently is in the way. Maybe a jump before you could start to see it. Did you go a jump earlier?
Jump early?
Okay.
Or further back?
Like one jump earlier, where you can see the tail of the 10 and the front of the 9 without this horse getting in the way. It's just that long.
A little more,
A little more.
a little more forward or back?
Forward.
Forward. Okay.
Well, so, and you will see, if you want to play it fast, this, right, from this view, if you see light between the horse, the 9 and the 10, from this view, there is what he's clear, way clear. And you see it numerous times in this view as he's going. And these views, like this view here and the head on this rider, the 9 never checks. He never checks. He has to alter his route. He never checks. He never stands up. He never quits riding. He rides his race.
Let's play that quad view, play it through the race, and if we can point our attention to those 2 frames, the head on and the lower right quadrant.
Multiple times you see light between the 10 and the 9 in that bottom right.
Right there. There's tons of light, correct?
Correct. From that angle, there is, from me to him, probably. You just have to understand the angle that camera is sitting at. And if that camera angle is showing light, there is plenty of space there.
Go ahead, Mr. Dominguez. Okay, thanks. So, Mr. Powers, did you see a check by the number 9 horse during that race?
There is no check.
Did you have, I mean, there's a pretty clear view of whether the rider would have checked, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, what are kind of the characteristics of a check? What are we talking about?
Posture changes,
So how does the posture change?
comes up, elevates, his head would come up.
The horse's head would come up?
No, the rider's head would come up. He would start to stand up, just like, I don't know if I can refer to the previous
Go ahead.
case.
Just as for context, go ahead.
For context.
Yeah.
The rider on the floor in the previous case does stand up. He doesn't check, however. He stands up because his horse gets green and he stands up. But a check is the same. Stand up, get your feet down, because when you race ride, your feet are, you're sitting on them or they're behind you, right? So they're straight down or out in front of you when you check. And that never happens here.
You clearly can see that if that happens.
100%.
Okay.
He alters his route, his horse ducks in. I mean, if everybody's seen a race saddle, it's this big and there is nothing there. And his horse we're gaining on the 6 pretty fast. We've already ran by the 6. He's gaining on the 6 really fast. But the 6 and the 10 were out in front of him so far. They don't owe him the right to the lane if they're light in front. They do. That is not the rules. So as that lane closes, the happenings at the beginning of the race that put him back there are his own problems and they're his own cause. So he does move in and the rider just kind of goes with him, never raises, never checks, never quits riding, keeps riding. And the horse finishes the race well, but he wasn't catching us that day. No way.
Especially with what occurred at the beginning of the race.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, again, with respect to this rule on maintaining the lane, because it's been harped on so much, your experience in riding, growing up in the racehorse industry as an owner, watching all these races, maintaining the lane, you heard me ask the question earlier, okay? Have you ever seen a race where all 10 horses rode a straight line down the full run of the race?
No, I don't believe it exists.
Okay. There's movement, right?
Correct.
Okay. That track, it's got holes in it. These horses are running at extremely fast speeds. They're large animals, and they're being controlled by smaller individuals, right?
Correct. And these especially are 2-year-old babies.
Okay. So maintaining the lane is you got to maintain the straightaway as best as possible as you can, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you got to maintain your lane in such a manner that it does not interfere, intimidate, or impede.
That's correct.
Okay. So even if you don't maintain the lane, hypothetically, so long as you're not interfering, impeding, or intimidating,
right,
there's not a problem, right?
That's correct.
If the number 10 horse breaks out to the right and runs the race on the far right-hand side of the track outside of its hole
Mm-hmm.
and finishes the race in first place, there's no issue, right?
That's correct.
Even if it didn't, quote unquote, maintain its lane,
That's
right?
correct. Yes.
In this case, any allegation that the horse didn't maintain its lane, still, there was no interference, intimidation, impeding, correct?
We were clear.
Clear the whole way.
Clear.
Okay.
Before she starts to come down, she is clear. And the rider on the 9 is fighting his horse that wants to get in anyway. The rider never quits riding. He just hand rides the whole ride, the whole race. And at one point, he has to make a decision on an alternate route. It's kind of like driving your car down the interstate. If you're gaining on another car, you got to get over. He's got to get over. And he was back there because of what he did at the start.
Sure. Okay.
And we didn't cause any of it.
Right. And you bring up a good point there. If you're gaining on another car from the back and you cause a rear end collision, who's at fault?
The person that rear ends the car.
Person that rear ends, right? If you push yourself into the lane of somebody in front of you and you cause that, that's your cause.
That's
right?
correct.
Okay. Mr. Powers, those are all the questions that I have for you. The commissioners or the stewards can have some questions.
Commissioners, any questions for Mr. Powers?
No, not me.
Honorable stewards, any questions for Mr. Powers? Okay, thank you, Mr. Powers. And Mr. Marcus, that we are 35 minutes in, so if you could start wrapping up your case in order to allow the stewards their presentation time.
Based on the appellant to call Jockey Christian Cardenas. Okay. Christian, if you can start by introducing yourself to the commissioners, stating your full name and your city and state of residence, please.
I'm Christian Luis Cardenas and I'm from Lebanon, Texas. Born.
And are you currently licensed by the New Mexico Racing Commission?
Yes, sir, I am.
And how long have you been licensed by the New Mexico Racing Commission?
I've been going to be 3 years here at the end of July.
Have you had licenses in any other racing jurisdictions?
Yes, sir. I have a license currently in California, Arizona, Texas, Louisiana, and New Mexico.
How long have you carried those licenses approximately?
They all kind of range. Arizona, I got it 3 years ago as well.
How long is your oldest license?
My oldest license would be the one I reside here.
In New Mexico. So 3 years, give or take, for your other licenses. Okay, and if you can say yes or no for the. Yes, sir. Okay. And can you give the commissioners just a brief rundown of kind of the significant races that you've been a part of or participated in?
Yes, sir. I recently just won the Heritage Place for charity. I won the Irvington Park for charity. I won the New Mexico, the Mountaintop for charity. I won the Downs at Championship, and then I won a couple of challenge, Adequan derbies. Win some, personal dash for charity, maturity, and some other races other state races, Pepsi Cola, and just other smaller races.
Okay, great. Now you understand here, we are here for the appeal of the disqualification of the number 10 horse in race 15, June 27th at the Downs at Albuquerque, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, were you the jockey of the number 10 horse?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you heard the reason for the disqualification that we explained, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you recall that reason for the disqualification?
No, sir.
Okay, let me just go over it with you one more time. The stewards posted an inquiry concerning number 9 and number 10. Rider of number 9 filed an objection on number 10 for coming in on him throughout the race, forcing him to change lanes. After reviewing the replay, stewards disqualified the number 10 from first to second for drifting in throughout, forcing number 9 out of his lane, causing him to steady, alter course, and a better place. Number 9 finished full of run when he finally got a clear path. Okay. Do you understand their reasoning?
I don't understand the reasoning for
Yes, you don't agree with it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that was my next question. So you don't agree with it. So first of all, prior to the stewards disqualifying the number 10 horse, did they speak with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know what they spoke with? If they spoke with the number 9 rider or trainer?
I don't believe so.
Okay, but do you know if they did speak with them, what they talked about?
No, sir.
Okay, and after the after they issued their ruling, did they have a separate hearing for you?
Oh, yes, sir. In the morning, I had to go present myself.
Okay, were you violated by the stewards for any of your conduct in that race?
No, sir.
Okay, now let's talk about that race then. If you can pull it up, Mr. Dominguez. Okay. When the stewards stated that the rider number 9, basis for the rider 9's objection was coming in on him throughout the race, forcing him to change lanes. Is that accurate?
No, sir.
Okay, what happened?
Well, from the start of the race, they bumped me to the direction my piggy went, and we never had no fault of the way they pointed it to go. If they would have never hit me, I would have went straight and I would beat them by 1.
Okay, so you heard one of the stewards make a comment.
Because they even jumped their head down the second jump in the year.
Okay, so right there, did the number 9 horse break late?
Yes, sir. Okay. You can tell he still has the rig attached when she's already out the gate. Chase still has the rope in his flipping halter when she's already jumped out the gate.
Can you go back a couple frames to when they're in the games?
You're gonna see it right at the middle of his gate.
Pause right there.
He's gonna have a rope come out of his rig. His rig is still attached to his.
On the number 9?
Yes.
Okay. And so we're looking for the rope attached to the rig, right?
Can you kick it off slow motion?
I think playback, on playback, I think it has a slow motion option up at the top, Mr. Dominguez. I think BLC has a speed.
Oh, thank you.
You can do speed and do slow.
Okay.
Why don't you do a little slower, because that's only 0.9. Why don't you try to 50%, please? There you go.
Ready?
Please. You tell me when, okay?
Right there. You see the rope, he still has his rope attached to his, well, it's a little bit more back. If you can go a little bit, you can still see the rope still attached from the gate to his rig. It's still attached there, but when you go.
There on the left-hand side, you're saying?
Yes, sir. On the
I can see it. I can see it.
See? Right. It's here it out right down. That's it. Still has his rope attached there. I say he would have done the same speed as us, the rope would have been gone. He would have been in the race with us, but he was never in the race. The 8 horse took his own, he bumped him into me. I entered my way, and that's just the way the race happened.
Did you feel when you got bumped?
Oh, yeah, I was dropped her and I felt her move. Not immensely because it doesn't feel that way, but my filly, she's pretty big. She's a pretty wide filly, so you feel her move and she feels pretty
How much
drastic.
do you weigh, Christian?
I weigh 115 pounds.
115, okay, and you're on a 1,300-pound animal?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you heard one of the stewards make a comment that that's why you have riders to keep the mission. Did you do everything that you could to correct the bump that you did not cause?
Yes, sir.
Could you have done any better?
No, sir.
Okay.
My filly, she ran a race and if I felt like if I would have done anything else, I would have made her move her movements, lose her rhythm, maybe drift in, drift out. We were running the race and we were careful of the other horses in the front lines.
Can you play through?
Sure, I did 2 jumps,
And who did that?
the 9 horse.
Yeah.
I know the 9 horse didn't have fault of it because he got it wiped out from the 8 horse, but he didn't have a hole from the beginning.
But again, that was not caused by you,
Not caused
by your riding.
No.
And right here, pause. How many lengths do you recall being ahead right there?
I'm in front of the 6,
Okay,
so
and the 6 is in front of the 9.
9 and 6 is in front of the 9.
Okay, go ahead. Do you see there, pause, Mr. Dominguez, please? Leading up to that point of the race where the 9 finds the hole, is the 9 drifting because of you?
He had nowhere. He found his route that he thought was.
You're not forcing it in, right? I mean, if the argument is that you forced the 9 to move into that hole, didn't the 6 force the 9 to move into that hole too by covering that spot? Okay. I mean, none of those the 9, neither the 9 nor the 6 are quote unquote maintaining their lane, right? They're drifting across the racetrack, right? But there's no allegation that you caused any of the drift by the number 6, correct? Okay. And again, you weren't found at fault for any violation at the hearing the day after, correct?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Cardenas, those are all the questions I have, unless you have something to add that I've missed. There may be questions from the commissioners or the stewards. Okay.
Honorable Commissioners, any questions for Mr. Cardenas? Honorable Stewards, any questions for Jockey Cardenas?
Yeah. Thank you. At this time, the appellant's called Mr. Rick Kleppel. And if you can cue us up to the beginning of the race, Mr. Dominguez. Mr. Kleppel, can we start first by introducing yourself to the commissioners, stating your full name and your city and state of residence?
My name is Rick Kleppel. I was born here in Albuquerque, lived in Bernalillo. I've had a racing license since 1973 and had capacities of steward, racing secretary, and every other gamut. And have been a jockey agent since 1991.
Are you currently a jockey's agent?
Yes,
You currently licensed by the New Mexico Racing Commission?
yes,
If you hold any other licenses,
yes.
any other?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Approximately since 1973, how many horse races have you observed or participated in?
I couldn't say. It's been
10,000?
at least, maybe more.
Okay. So you are very familiar, having been a steward, having been a participant and licensee, with the rules of the running of the race, inquiries and objections in that process. Is that fair to say?
Yes,
Okay. Now, you don't have, your capacity here is more aligned with offering your opinion with your background and expertise in the racehorse industry. Is that fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you tell us, you've heard what the basis, the rationale for the steward's ruling was, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you've had a chance to review that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you agree with their ruling overall?
I do not.
Okay. Do you agree with the rationale behind the ruling?
I don't.
Okay. Before we look at the video, can you please tell the commissioners what your opinion of how this race was run?
Well, the race initially started with the 8 and 9 causing an incident by bumping the 10 and turning the 10. As in making her point to the inside. And she gets away from the 9 and the 8 and is clearly 2 lengths in front of him at one point in the race. And the 9 horse ends up, like you said, full of run. But by that time, he has to look for a place to run but it was never a cause of the 10 horse causing him any problem during the race. He caused his own on the onset when he bumped into him and got left behind.
Do you have the quad view?
Yes.
Mr. Dominguez? You want that hand?
The head on.
Okay, why don't we do the head on? That's Mr. Claypool.
It's clear where it was. I think that's going to show us the
lengths better. Okay.
That head on, you said, right?
This is good right here, the pan shots. Okay. That's even probably better.
You just tell us when you need us to pause, okay, Mr. Claypool?
Like that. You know how far in front the 6 and the 10 horse are of the 9 horse? And the 9 is still riding the horse.
So you can see, just to make it clear, because of the position of the 6 horse, which is in the blue colors and the black helmet, that's the 6 horse, right? We can clearly see the amount of daylight there on the video here. And that's approximately 2 lengths. Okay, and we know that the 10 horse is in line with the 6 horse at that point in time.
Probably ahead.
It's a little bit ahead because the 10 horse wins the race, right?
Yes.
So if the 6 horse is 2 lengths ahead of the number 9 horse, we know that the 10 horse is 2 lengths ahead, correct? Okay, and the number 9 horse isn't behind the 10 horse at that point in time, is it?
No.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Dominguez. You notice no problem.
Okay, right there.
Okay.
He's still a length and a half behind both those horses at that time. So and we're almost at the end of the race.
Okay.
Go ahead. He's on the inside now. He made his move to go to the inside. He's full of runs. The 9 horse is full of run, but he's never going to beat the 10 horse in this race at any point. He may have if he would have broke with it, but if he caused his own problem at the onset. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Claypool, anything else to add? Okay, stand by. There may be questions from the commissioners and from the stewards, okay?
Commissioners, any questions for Mr. Cleffel?
Where were you a steward?
Santa Fe
Santa Fe?
for 5 years.
That's where I was born.
There you go.
Well, I remember.
Like I tell him, Uncle used to know me, but he died.
Honorable stewards, any questions for Mr. Cleffel?
Can you run that pan shot back again? Then we'll go to the head on. I have one while we're keying that up. You're a jockey agent. What jockeys do you have?
I have, Luis Martinez and Christian Cardenas
Okay. So,
and Brian Cobos Barraza.
and so if this horse stays up, then you guys got a dog in the fight in the big Rex, correct?
Well, we have two others qualified.
But he can only ride one.
I understand. That's not the issue. The issue is that the 9 horse was not going to get any better. He wasn't going to get the finals.
You've already said that.
Okay, well,
This is my
you're asking my opinion.
Mr. Claypool, please.
I didn't ask your opinion.
Okay.
I asked you a question of a jock agent. That's what I asked. Can you let that run down there, please? And you don't see where the 9 jockey's got his feet in front of him and he's pulling up on the horse?
I don't see him stop riding the horse, no ma'am. I don't.
Can they go head on, please? So did the 9 horse have a place to run there?
No, but is that,
The yellow.
okay, he didn't have a place.
Thank you. And it's not because the 6 coming out, it's because of the 10 coming in, correct?
I think it's because of both of them. One's coming out, the other one's running.
Back up this little.
Where's the 6 headed right now?
Not the 6 hole. He's out just a hair. Where's the 10 hole? Over here.
It's closer to the 10 than the 6 is to the 6.
Go a little bit further. Pause. Now where's the 10?
And that it was before.
So you're saying that the 10 did not come in?
Not at this point, no.
You're saying that the 6 horse came out? I don't see the 6 horse coming out.
Not anymore. They're both running straight now.
All right, you go to the quad? Yes. I pointed out on this bottom right. Okay, pause it. Is the 10 clear of the 9 there?
Can't tell on the bottom. I don't know where he's at.
A little bit further. There he has to take up. You can see he's sitting back on his horse. Keeps getting forced in. Okay, go ahead.
Can you back that up again?
How far back would you say?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
I want to watch the top part up here. 9 horse right now is looking for a place to go. He starts running, there's nowhere to go there, so he just should go to the inside. He never stopped riding. Never stopped right. Never checked him. He had to make a decision at that point and went to the inside.
Mr. Dominguez, I've got a follow on. If you can pull up the head on shot there, please.
And Mr. Marcus, if you can wrap up your presentation here very shortly.
Yep. Okay, Mr. Kleppel, I want you to focus your attention on the number 9's path of travel. And the number 4 horse in this race is the one with the yellow helmet. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, started off number 4 yellow. And so I want you to see the number 9 with respect to the number 4 horse. Go ahead. So we've got the 9 coming down in red with the turquoise helmet, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Comes in. Oz, what do you see the number 4 horse doing? Don't you see the number 4 horse checking?
Yes.
That's a check, right? You can clearly see there's never that type of movement from the number 9 in the race, correct? If you want to see a check, the 9 makes the 4 check by going in. Isn't that right?
More intimidation of the 9 against the 4.
Right, but clearly a
Four-
check.
Yes, the 4 is having to check his horse.
You see the number 4 posture up, head and shoulders are up, helmet's up.
The horse is saying-
The horse is headed up. Yeah, you can see the front of the mount, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Clement.
Commissioners, any questions for Mr. Kleppel? Honorable stewards, any questions for Mr. Kleppel? All right. Honorable stewards, let me ask you to stand. Raise your right hand. Do you hereby swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, under penalty of perjury? Thank you, stewards. Please proceed with your presentation on the race.
Well, we've done this film before, and I do have the jockey of the 9 here and also the trainer. You didn't ask if we had any witnesses, but
I apologize, and when you're ready to call them, let me know and we'll get them sworn in.
okay.
Thank you.
Right, if you just go and put that on, please. Just, this is where to us, me, myself, that the 10 was clearly coming over. He had been coming over in front of the 9 the whole way, just making him drift in as he was drifting in. Right here, the 9, this 9 horses we've all seen in this video, finished full of run. He had a lane. Now he does not have a lane. He also went down a couple more strides. Sorry, David. A couple more strides, and right there, the jockey did have to take up the horse, and he had to alter his lanes because he did not have a lane. So in our opinion, he ran out of his lane because the 10 was out of his lane. 10 has plenty of room to be out here in the 10 hole. He has no reason to be way down here in the 7. So then if you look at the quad, Ever shows that horse clear. How's it? 9 horses always on his hip. His head is right on that horse's hip. And he's being forced in all the way until his lane completely closes. And then he has to alter course and go inside. And at this time, I'd like to call the jockey on the number 9. I would please.
Come on up, sir.
And the trainer would like to interpret for him.
Okay, all right.
You're gonna have Chachi, you want to?
Sir Interpreter, I remind you that you're still under oath.
Yes.
And your name, please, sir?
Tu nombre, Brian Steward.
Raise your right hand. Everybody swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and the penalty of perjury. And what horse number were you riding?
¿Qué número llevamos?
El 9.
Okay, Mr. And Mr. Barraza, and you stated you were on the number 9 horse. Okay. At any time during that race, was the 10 horse coming over on top of you?
Un momento durante la carrera, el caballo de 10 todo el camino, the whole race.
Oh, race, he was coming in on, correct?
Toda la carrera. Todo el camino venía nomás. The whole race, he was people on him.
Okay. At one point there where he saw where he lost his leg.
We never looked over that.
Gentlemen, please.
Thank you. That's good enough. We're good. Thank you.
There's maybe more questions.
Oh,
Mr. Barraza,
Steward phrase.
Mr. Barraza, did you file a rejection for that race?
Esta es objeción.
Yes. Why?
Porque pues yo traba caballo
He said he still had a
y
horse.
más bien encima de mí que si, o sea, el 10, si él se pone, yo lo paso.
He said he was on him the whole way. And if he wouldn't have interfered, he would have passed him.
A mí nunca me dejó correr bien.
That he never let him run fully.
And when the 10 came up, you went inside of the 6. Why did you go inside the 6 instead of outside the 10?
¿Qué te metiste para dentro del 6? ¿Por qué te metiste para dentro del 6 en vez de afuera del 10?
Porque el 10 le veía las, aquí pues te digo que estaba en el anca. Nomás venía en el anca y me hago para allá. Right?
He said he felt the hindquarter of the 10 right on, and then if he went out, he would have bit.
So the 10 was not clear.
El no estaba claro de ti.
No, el 6 nomás. El 10 aquí sí lo traigo así.
The 10 was never clear, and the 6 was. Anybody else have?
yeah.
Hold on a minute. No additional questions for the witness, stewards?
I have none.
Honorable Commissioners, any questions for the witness? Mr. Marcus, do you have questions for the witness?
Mr. Barraza. Okay. Let's start where he said he had to check the horse. He said that he had to check the horse. When his horse made contact with the number 10 horse,
Es que parar el caballo donde tú hiciste contacto. ¿Cómo? Que donde. Could you repeat it? Sorry.
He was asked by the stewards if he ever had to check the horse. Does he remember that?
Te preguntaron los jueces que si tú tenías que pararte. ¿Te acuerdas de eso? Cuando te acaban de preguntar. Que te tuviste que parar.
O sea, cuando ahorita me chocó en la nave,
Pero que ahorita que te
y así me hicieron aquí.
Pero ahorita que te preguntaron que si tú jalaste. ¿Te acuerdas que te acaban de preguntar que jalaste? Yes.
He remembers they asked him that question.
¿Te acuerdas que te hicieron esa pregunta?
Okay. And he needs to say yes or no.
Tienes que decir sí o no.
Does he understand?
¿Sí entiendes?
That was a test.
No, tienes que decir sí o no.
Una prueba.
No puedes decir
Sí o no.
sí o no.
Sí, hombre.
¿Entiendes?
¿Entiendes?
Sí o no, señor.
Okay. Now, when he answered that question from the stewards, he said where he had to pull or check the horse was when it made contact with the number 10. Is that right?
Dice que cuando te hicieron esa pregunta, tú dijiste que tú jalaste cuando hiciste contacto con el número 10, es lo que dijiste, ¿es correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. That was his testimony to the commissioners.
Era tu testimonio para la comisión. Yes.
Sí o no?
Sí. Yes.
Okay. He didn't check the horse. That contact with the number 10 horse happened at the very beginning of the race.
Dice que el contacto se hizo al principio de la carrera. Yes.
We saw it on the video, correct?
As soon as at the very start of the race, he said.
From the break out the gate, correct?
Al arranque desde que se abren las puertas.
Porque se arranca,
Yeah, from the get-go of the start of the race.
He didn't check later on down the track.
Que no jalaste a medio carril, que era cuando se abrieron las puertas donde chocaron al principio de la carrera.
y yo jalé primero.
Que tú jalaste al arrancar, ¿no? Que cuando chocan al arrancar.
A la mitad de la carrera. A la mitad de la carrera, es cuando,
He says halfway during the race, this one.
porque ya estaba encima, estaba todo cerrado.
Because he didn't have
Is he saying that he checked halfway down the race?
entonces estás diciendo que jalaste a la mitad de la carrera.
Sí, porque me abrí, porque el día ya se me venció de tiro y ya veía las patas.
Yes, he opened up because he saw the 10 on top of him.
But the question is, did he check at that point?
Porque si tú jalaste.
Sí, yo jalé para allá porque volteé y no veía a nadie y pues me iba a rodear porque pues, me arrastraba el caballo.
He said that the horse was pulling on him, so he did check.
Okay. Did he see himself check on the video?
Que tú te viste en el video jalar.
Okay, let's pull up the quad view, please, Councilor Bennett. Pause. Okay, and so just to be clear,
Pasar claro.
he is now saying that he checked at the beginning of the race and halfway down the race.
Entonces, al principio jalas cuando arrancan y luego a la mitad de la carrera también. Los dos lugares jalas.
No, nomás jalo cuando me choque ya me aventé el pedal. Porque ya estaba todo cerrado.
Translate the answer.
He says that he pulls only when they make contact.
At the beginning of the race.
Al arrancar de la carrera.
Sí. En lo medio.
Yes, and then halfway.
So he's saying twice.
Dos veces jalas. Yes.
Yes or no?
Es que sí o no.
Pues nomás es una cuando me avienta. Ahora, es que él me lleva, yo nomás voy viéndolo aquí.
He said that it's only one time when he's pushing him.
Was that at the beginning of the race?
I object. He's asked and answered that question like four
The answer is not clear, ma'am. It's clearly not clear.
Que cuando empieza la carrera,
I disagree.
halfway through.
Okay, so two different times.
Dos diferentes veces jalas o una. Just one.
So not at the beginning, halfway through?
al principio no, a la mitad.
No, al principio no, porque vamos, ahí sale.
At the beginning, no, it's halfway.
Go ahead, play, Mr. Evans. And I want him, before you play, I want Mr. Barajas to tell us when to stop when he sees himself check.
Dice que tienes que decir que paren en cuanto miras que tú jalas.
Want me to play at the beginning, just to start it out?
Sure, yes.
Está ocupado.
Ahí, he's right there. Okay. Can you describe how he's checking?
Dice cómo estás jalando.
Para este lado, porque ya estaba en la falta. O sea, como que mi caballo pegó ya con la manca también.
Because he said he felt his horse in contact with the hindend of the centers.
So now he's saying that they made contact at this point in time?
Está diciendo que hicieron contacto.
Sí.
Yes.
Okay.
O sea, yo vi el caballo, pues yo vi así luego, pues no venía nadie, y dije, pues para allá.
He said he felt he was clear on the inside, so towards the inside.
Okay. So is he standing up there?
Entonces ahí estás parado.
No estoy parado, pero estoy ya viéndolo así.
He said he's not standing up, but he's pulling
With which hand?
from
Con esta.
Okay. Now he saw the beginning of the race, correct?
He says, en la parte de la carrera, ¿verdad?
Clearly he broke late.
Tú arrancaste tarde.
Arranqué poquito tarde, pero de tomo ahí los llevo siempre.
He says he broke a little late, but he's always right there with it.
Iba recogiendo más.
And he saw the number 8. Go ahead. Translation.
That he was closing fast.
He saw the number 8 horse push his horse into the 10 horse, correct?
Entonces tú dices que el caballo número 8 te avienta para el caballo al arrancar.
Sí, me aventó poquito, pero el 10 bajó más.
He says yes, that he felt the 8 push him into the 10, but he also felt the 10 come down.
Okay. And the him making contact with the number 10 happened at the very beginning of the race.
Que el contacto que hiciste con el 10 fue al principio de la carrera.
Sí.
And he saw how that affected the horse's head and its direction, correct?
Y tú dices cómo afectó la dirección del caballo y la dirección de la cabeza del caballo.
Yes or no?
Sí. Yes.
Those are all the questions I had for you.
I have a follow-up. Okay, if at the beginning of the race, a horse gets bumped one way or another, sometimes, yes, it tips him.
Dice que al principio de una carrera, cuando un caballo topa, a veces los voltea.
Okay, but it's the jockey's responsibility to pull on that horse and get him lined out and back in his lane. Is that not correct?
Pero es responsabilidad del jockey de enderezar el caballo otra vez y mantener su carril. Es correcto. Yes.
Nothing else.
Honorable,
Go ahead. I did have a follow-up there.
please do your follow-up, sir.
Okay. Can you pull that quad view up? Okay, just right there. You can stay right there. Okay. You're saying that at this point in time, that there was contact between your horse and the number 10.
Está diciendo que en este punto hubo contacto con el número 10 y tu caballo.
Okay. First things first, you heard the basis for the steward's ruling.
Tú escuchaste el ruling de la razón del ruling de los jueces.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, he understood the reason for the ruling.
Entendiste la razón por qué descalificaron el caballo de los jueces. Yes.
Nowhere. Go ahead.
He put the inquiry, I just put the objection.
Nowhere in the ruling did the stewards find that the number 10 horse made contact with, did they?
En el ruling de los jueces nunca dice que el caballo hizo contacto contigo. Ahí tienen el ruling.
Okay.
Chatos,
You want me to review the ruling with
¿Quieres
them?
que te lo lea otra vez? De ellos.
Okay. The stewards posted an inquiry concerning number 9 and 10.
Los jueces pusieron un inquiry que le pertenecía al caballo número 9 y 10.
Rider number 9 filed an objection
El jinete del caballo número 9 puso objeción
on number 10 for coming in on him throughout the race,
en el número 10 por tirarse para dentro de la carrera,
forcing him to change lanes.
causando que a ti te causó cambiar de carril. Yes.
It was an objection for him making contact with you,
Que no era objeción por él hacer contacto,
was it?
sí o no.
It was not. Was it an objection for making
Que
contact?
si la objeción era por hacer contacto o por el caballo tirarse.
O sea, porque me estorba, porque me estorbó todo el camino.
Because he was in his way the whole race.
Okay, he understands there's a difference between disturbing and making contact, correct?
Sabes que hay una diferencia por hacer contacto y molestarte todo el camino.
Sí, por favor.
Yes, there's two different things.
Okay. When he filed the objection, it was not for contact.
Dice que cuando hiciste la objeción era por contacto. Era por contacto. Y so
Carril.
well, yeah, for causing him interference.
One or the other. Was it for contact or for bothering him?
Era por contacto o por hacerte, por molestarte. For interference.
Not for contact.
No era por contacto. Objeción.
Por las dos.
Says for both.
Even though the steward ruling doesn't say that.
Aunque el ruling de los jueces no dice eso.
And that's asked and answered. Let's move on, gentlemen.
Can I object?
And-
That's not a ruling. That's just a description.
It's a synopsis behind the ruling. Okay, I'm paraphrasing. But it's the stewards would agree it's the rationale behind their ruling, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me read more. After reviewing the replay,
Después de revisar el replay,
the stewards disqualified number 10
los jueces descalificaron el número 10
from first to second
de primero a segundo
for drifting in throughout,
por tirarse de afuera para adentro,
forcing number 9
causando del número 9
out of his lane,
fuera de su carril,
causing him to stay,
causando que tú jalas,
altering course,
alterando tu curso
and a better placing.
y un mejor lugar.
Number 9 finished full of run when he finally got a clear path.
Cuando se abrió su carril.
Does he understand the steward's reasoning for their ruling?
¿Tú entiendes la razón de la descalificada de los jueces? Sí. Yes.
You would agree with me that nowhere in there, the stewards find that the number 9 horse and number 10 horse made contact.
Entonces, ¿tú estás de acuerdo que el número 10 y el número 9 nunca hicieron contacto?
Como que
No,
hicieron contacto. Siempre va.
Did the stewards, go ahead,
he says they did make contact.
did the stewards put that down in their reasoning?
Que los jueces no pusieron eso en su razón.
Por eso es mi opinión.
He said that's coming from his opinion.
And on the video, does he see where that contact happens?
En el video viste donde hizo el contacto.
Okay, go ahead. Hold on, go ahead and translate that.
He said the entire race.
So he's saying the entire race, the number 10 horse made contact with his horse.
Todo el camino hizo contacto el número 10 con el número.
Todo el camino no entiendo.
He said
Hasta
the
que
entire.
se le agarró con el no hay vuelas.
He said the whole race he couldn't and so he ends up with the number 6.
Does he understand what the word contact means?
Sí sabe lo que la palabra contacto significa.
And what does it mean?
¿Qué significa contacto?
Contactado.
That they're contacted.
Does it mean the horses are touching?
Que los cabezas están pegando.
Sí.
Yes.
Como intimidación, contacto, están contactándose.
Yeah, the intimidation that they're making contact.
Okay, let's start wrapping this up, gentlemen.
Mr. Barajas.
Steward, any questions for the witness? Commissioners, any questions for the witness? Stewards, any other additional evidence or statements you'd like to make before we proceed to closing?
I'd like to call the trainer of the number 9.
Okay, all right. Sir, if you could stand up, raise your right hand. You hereby swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, under the penalty of perjury.
I swear.
And your name, please.
Ever Data Melendez.
Sir, you were there present for this race, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been training horses?
Been trainer for a year and a half.
And you saw what we're presenting today, that what we're trying to present today with the intimidation and the interaction with your horse? Is that
Yes, yes, ma'am.
okay? Do you agree with the stewards that your horse was impeded?
Totally, 100%.
Did you have anything you wanted to?
Yeah, can you pause the regular video? They keep mentioning the number 8 and number 9, push her and change her direction. Let's see the first star. And we're gonna see who caused the own trouble of her going drifting in.
You mean at the beginning or after
We'll watch the
they
beginning.
got away from the gate?
Yeah, we'll watch the beginning first, coming out of the gate, and then we'll proceed. Okay? You see the filly all the time, they pointing towards the inside. Never go a little bit more, a little bit. Who is on the number 9? The 10. So she's drifting inside the number 9. So she causes her own trouble to get hit, right? It's clearly not on her line.
Or do you,
Number 9 is on her line.
do you want to go down further?
We can go further, yeah. Okay, she keeps drifting in. You keep drifting in. What's the job of the jockey? Try to maintain the horse on his path, on his line. And he keeps hitting it to go to her left.
You want to see the head on?
Yes. Philly always going towards the inside. Like that. Keep hitting it on the shoulder.
So you're saying the jockey, the 10's tapping the horse?
Yes.
The horse on the shoulder with the stick?
Correct.
Anything else, sir?
Well, I mean, I did see with the space where my horse was having a lot of momentum, trying to close the race, and number 10 comes down and closes the space. So they keep saying that he lost the race on the gate. It's not a 50-yard race; it's 400 yards. So if you stay on your line, we could win the race if he were to stay on the line.
Do you guys have any questions?
I got just a statement to make. You understand no matter what happens here, you guys won't qualify?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. I just curious.
I mean,
We can't give you,
I had my feeling that if he wouldn't be on our line, we could have qualified. Yeah, even when.
I was just making sure you understood that
I
the
understand.
time wouldn't change.
Yeah, I understand, nothing changed, but
Yeah. He's fast, so.
Mr. Marcus, any questions for the witness?
No.
All right. Stewards, any? Yes.
Well, for Mr. Smith's question, do you think if your horse would have had a clear lane all the way down there and the 10 not keep coming over in front of him, that he would have run faster?
Objection, speculation.
Yes.
That's a what if question.
Okay.
You can go ahead and
Pure
answer.
speculation.
Go ahead and answer.
yeah, I mean, experience, the horse had a potential to run the full distance. And he seems like if he could have his lane to keep going, he would run an amazing race. He already did, but I mean, I feel we could have won it.
Good thing is you have a fresh horse for the All-American trials.
You.
Gentlemen, thank you. You can sit down.
I have a similar question from earlier regarding contact after the race. I assume the answer is the same. Didn't have the contacting the involved parties after the race.
Yeah,
Answer's the
we
same.
have no,
Yeah, right.
we have no ability to do that.
And then at the review of the races, you talked to both jockeys?
For films, no, this young man did not come in. We usually only call in the one that created the issue. He did not show up. He had a representative, Mr. Bullock, back there. And I can tell you that Mr. Bullock did say that if he would have switched sticks on that number 10 horse, he would have kept the horse straighter. And if he was on the horse, that's what he would have done. But we also didn't think that Mr. Cardenas was completely careless and just whipping and slashing. So we didn't do anything to him because our penalties are either 7 days or nothing. And we know that he did come in and he did bother the horse. But was he whipping and slashing? He was tapping on the shoulder? Yes. Could he have done a better job? Yes. He should have took more hold of the 10 horse and kept him out in the 10 horse lane. But was he what we call a careless rider at that point in time? No. So we did not give him days.
Thank you. That was important for me.
Okay.
Mr. Marcus, do you have any questions for the stewards regarding their presentation? Very briefly, please.
I do not, but I do, in light of this new testimony that was not anticipated, we would like to call Mr. Belloc.
For what?
Regarding these comments that were supposedly made during the race review with Stewart Smith, the comments attributed to Mr. Belloc.
I have two stewards here that can verify it.
We've got Mr. Belloc. May we,
Belloc, are you here? Come on up, sir.
Let me see.
He's the one that
he was the representative that appeared for Mr. Cardenas hearing the day after the race, sir. That's what Stewart Smith talked about.
Hereby swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury.
Yes, sir.
State your name for the record
Joseph Bello.
and how are you licensed by the New Mexico Racing Commission? Okay. Please proceed, sir, and again, keep everything brief.
Sure. Mr. Belloc, Joseph Belloc, where do you reside, city and state?
I live in Eloy.
Okay. And you currently have a license as a jockey with the New Mexico Racing Commission?
Yes, sir.
For how long?
Been riding 9 years, I believe. So I have it here about 5 years, 6 years.
Okay. Do you have any licenses in any other racing jurisdiction?
Oklahoma, California, everywhere, Arizona, Idaho.
Just recently, you heard Stewart Smith attribute some comments to you made during a race review or a hearing regarding Mr. Cardenas the day after this race. Is that right?
Yeah, I represented him.
Okay. So first of all, you represented Mr. Cardenas at that hearing because he had some issue that prevented him from going that team, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it's common, permissible under the rules to have a representative come in for a hearing like that. Is that right?
Yes.
And the stewards allowed you to represent you, correct? Yes, because it was an emergency. Okay, so any inclination or accusation that he failed to show up, just because he didn't want to, that's not accurate, correct? Okay, now the comments that Steward Smith attributed to you, you heard those, right?
Yes.
Are those accurate?
No, we can watch the replay and I'll tell you exactly what I said.
So first of all, you made it clear to the stewards during that hearing that they had made a bad call, correct?
We talked about it and I said he had enough room and towards the end that he was clear enough.
Okay, you were actually asked by the stewards to testify on their behalf at this hearing, correct?
Yes, she asked me to come in and testify because they didn't give him no days.
Okay. They told you during that hearing that they were going to let him go essentially with any violation.
It didn't look good that they let him go.
But it wouldn't look good for the stewards that they let him go, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I get it. You're a little bit apprehensive about having to testify here, right?
Yes.
Because you are scared about some potential retaliation, right?
Could happen.
Okay. But you're here to tell the truth, correct?
Yes.
Okay. If you want to go through the race, you can, but I think that, and commissioners, if you want to hear his take on the race, you can, but I think that handles the statements that were attributed to Mr. Belloc during that hearing.
I don't think we need to see the race anymore.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you. Those are all the questions I have for you, Mr. Belloc. There may be questions from the stewards or the commissioners.
Honorable Commissioners, any questions for the witness?
No.
Honorable Stewards, any questions for the witness?
No, just, so Mr. Belloc, you denied that you said that you would have hit the horse left-handed?
I said it could have happened, but it could have worked different ways. I said, hey, if he would have hit a left, horse could have left in more. You just never know.
That's not what you said. We have it on recorded.
Well, you can pull it up. I know what I said. I said they got bumped. When they opened the gates, the 8 and the 9 bumped, caused his horse to come in a little bit. And we talked about that. Yeah, the horse went down the track and floated in a little bit. The horse, the number 9, didn't have a hole. He went in and that's the race.
Right. He floated, the whole 9
Just
didn't
like
have a hole.
So,
Hold on a minute, sir.
That's exactly right, what you said. But the only thing that you said was that you would have probably hit the horse left-handed to try your left.
Sir, let her finish the question, please.
I'm just saying that. And I did ask you to, if you wanted to testify. We did not call you to come today, did we not?
that you asked me.
No.
You said it didn't look good on you guys. You told me that yourself. You said it didn't look good. Can I come testify for you guys? That's exactly what you told me.
Because I didn't want you to get in the position of losing a barn by testifying. So we did not ask you to come. But I know exactly what you said, and I've had 2 people here that I guarantee you will say the same thing.
Okay.
I just didn't want to put you in this position, but since you were here and we were asked, that's what that happened.
Any further questions for the witness? Stewards, anything final in your presentation? You can go ahead and sit down, sir.
I just think that it's very clear when you watch the film that the number 9 jockey was intimidated all the way down there and impeded with. He kept having to lose his lane. He did finally check, as to his own testimony, that he did have to check his horse, and he did have to alter course. And if he hadn't have been getting pushed down, I know this is a what if, but things could have maybe been different, which we all know. We only have to deal with what we saw. And we saw the 10 horse go down and kept forcing the 9 horse in until he had to steady and jump heels and go get another lane to run. And he did finish full of run.
Thank you.
There was potential for the horse.
Do we have anybody in the room that was involved in this race that would like to make a statement? Mr. Dominguez, do we have anybody online raising their hand that was involved in the race that would like to make a very brief statement?
There are no hands raised at this time.
All right, okay. Mr. Marcus, if you can proceed with a very brief closing statement.
Keep it to 2 minutes, gentlemen, okay? Just that I got to recap. You know, this is obviously a big issue for everybody here. You know, you've got people that came 8.5 hours from Ardmore, Oklahoma, and all across other states to be here. Okay. Look, it's clear what happened. At the beginning of the race, that 8 bumped into the 9, it bumped into the 10, and that caused a disruption right then and there. And that's through no fault of the number 10's horse. You can talk about all tons of hypotheticals. If that number 10 horse had not been hit at the onset of the race, how fast would it have run that race? Okay. If the number 9 horse had had, you know, a clear path the whole way, maybe it would have run the race faster, but that's not the race we're dealing with. The race we're dealing with is you had a horse, the number 9 horse, break late. You had that horse pushed into the number 10 horse, and that number 10 jockey did the best that he could to keep that horse in the race. And he did so, maintaining a clear lane in front of the number 9 horse the entire run of the lane. All this talk about checking, and it's not clear from the videos, the stewards and the jockey are almost opposite on when any checking happens. The questions were very clear to Mr. Barasas, and I'm not sure what is going on, whether he understands what the word contact means or what it means to check or where it happened. But at one point in time, he only checked at the beginning of the race. At the next point in time, he checked halfway through the race. The video speaks for itself. There was no checking. If you want to see checking, look at the number 4 horse that was caused to check by the number 9 horse. That's a check. That didn't happen with the number 9 horse with respect to anything that the number 10 horse did. If anything interfered with the number 9 horse running that race, it's the way that the number 9 horse broke and what happened with the number 8 horse at the beginning. We need to get these gentlemen back into that championship race. They're the best qualified. The betting public deserves it. All the racing participants deserve it. We ask you to overturn the ruling of the stewards. Thank you.
Our closing is, I think that the video speaks for itself. We have a jockey here that obviously said he checked. He said that the 10 horse was coming in on him the whole way down there, which is clearly substantiated by the film. And I think that he never said that he checked at the beginning. He's told him he checked halfway down. So he clearly said that he had to check and that he had to alter course. So I just think that the video stands up for itself. And I think that we would hope that the commission upholds the steward's decision today. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. At this time, we'll need a motion to go into executive session in order to deliberate on these 2 race reviews.
Okay, I move that the commission enter into executive session to discuss pending litigation, licensing matters, and for deliberation in connection with legal proceedings as identified under item number 6 of the meeting agenda in accordance with NMSA 1978 sections 10-15-1H, 1, 3, and 7 of the Open Meeting Act.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call.
Chairman Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
Okay, everybody, the commissioners are going to deliberate in closed session. So if everybody can exit the hearing room, you can hang out in the lobby up there with the We are back on the record regarding the two race reviews that were heard. I will swear and affirm that during the executive session, basically deliberations were conducted on the Rodolfo Valles race review as well as the Omar Vargas race review. Discussion was had and basically, but no final decisions were made. And regarding the race appeal of Omar Vargas regarding race number 15 conducted on June 27th, 2026 at the Rio Doso Downs race meet at the Downs of Albuquerque.
Hold on,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you got that wrong.
Oh, yeah, June 26th. I'm sorry. Let me start that over. It's my understanding regarding the race review appeal of Mr. Omar Vargas regarding race number 15 conducted on June 26th, 2026 at the Rio Doso Downs race meet at the Downs of Albuquerque, that the commission would like to entertain a motion to uphold the Board of Stewards based on their analysis of the video and the rules of the race, that the number 2 horse failed to maintain a straight course, basically continued to drift out the entire race into the path of the number 4. The number 4 checked hard to avoid clipping heels, and essentially the interference of the number 2 basically caused the number 4 to lose ground and therefore cost it a better placing. Do we have a second on that motion?
Second, Petrie.
David, if you could do a roll call, please.
Chairman Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
All right. So the result of that is that the in the Omar Vargas race review, the stewards have been upheld. Now to the matter of the race appeal of Rodolfo G. Valles regarding race 15 conducted on June 27th, right?
Yes.
2026 at the Rio Doso Downs race meet at the Downs of Albuquerque. It's my understanding, honorable commissioners, that you would like to entertain a motion to overturn the Board of Stewards based on your recognition that initially at the starting gate, the 8 did go into the 9, then causing the 9 going into the 10, resulting in the 9 turning inward. However, the commission felt that based on the rules of the race and the video, the number 10 did not play a part in the interference with the number 9. At one point, there was room for the number 9 to go through the hole. However, the jockey chose to alter course and go to the inside. And therefore, basically, the stewards, the commission does not feel that the actions of the number 10 basically played a part in the interference of the number 9, and therefore did not basically cause it to lose ground or cost it a better place. If that's a correct motion, do I hear a second?
Second, Petrie.
Okay, David, if you could do a roll call vote, please.
Chairman Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
All right, the final decision then is on the the Rodolfo Valles race that the stewards have been overturned. Gentlemen, there'll be written decisions that will be posted on ARCI as well as provided to your council. And at this point, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second, Petrie.
And roll call vote, please.
Chairman Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. We are done. Everybody, please have a safe 4th of July holiday.